message. Like, haven't heard from you in a while, and it's like a 30% off your next order.
Some of the fools from Sweetwater do that once in a while.
Yeah, it's like, God damn, what's Sweetwater?
It's just for buying musical gear.
Okay. Like, how much gear do you...
Please don't tell me we were rolling that whole time.
No.
All right, good.
It doesn't
But
matter
whatever.
anyway. I always can cut whatever out.
Yeah. God damn.
So what's up, John?
Is it actually called an apothecary, though?
Yeah.
No, it's called the Apothecarium
Oh, okay.
because medicinal herbs.
Let me guess, it's a real pale girl that works there.
I have no idea.
Oh.
Apothecarius Maleficarum.
No, it's
You all right?
you literally
Yeah.
you flash your ID and like the one day carts are on sale, the one day dabs are on sale, the one day weeds on sale.
You go in there and you're like, "Hey, my back hurts," and they're like, "Yeah, I bet." Gotcha.
Dude,
But
I got
they're still-
anxiety.
They're making fucking gummies, but over a cauldron. And they're like putting in like Eye of Newt and shit like that. It's like a fat goth girl just working there doing it.
It's the witch from Snow White.
Sounds cool.
Like, it's weird that you never see like dispensaries run by like those goth girls.
I don't want to knock this over.
Then drink it.
No, not right now.
Have you ever had
I
it?
just put it back there.
No.
I've made Phil try it.
I will.
Oh, is that what you did earlier?
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Yeah. Honestly, worse is drinking orange juice after brushing your teeth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit fucking
Yeah,
sucks.
That's gnarly.
I did that
Or
on
like
purpose
cranberry juice.
like a week ago, just to punish myself.
Can you turn one of those off? It's like fucking
I did.
getting balmy in here.
I just turned that one off.
I
Oh.
love the old school.
We were talking about,
That thing.
Yeah.
we just recorded
Grew up on that.
a Patreon episode. We were talking about pornography. And I was watching pornography yesterday. And this girl, stepsister, obviously, walks in on her brother in the bathroom. And she's like, eat
They're
my pussy
still
while I
doing
brush
that
my
shit?
teeth. Right? And so the kid's like, okay, I'll eat your pussy while you brush your teeth. So she's brushing her teeth. And this is what bugged me about it. All right. Like a normal human being, this is how I hold a toothbrush. Then brush your teeth. She was brushing her teeth with a toothbrush, holding it like that and doing that.
Huh.
And I was like, you're a fucking freak. You're a weirdo. And that's fucking like, the boner went pew and like went back inside me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck?
As you should.
And then, so finally, of course, they obviously start fucking. And then she starts sucking the dude's dick. I'm like, but you just brushed your teeth. What are you doing, lady? You're fucking undoing all your work.
Cool.
And then she takes a load to the mouth. I'm like, you just brushed your teeth.
She undid all that hard
You
work.
wasted so much toothpaste just now.
Well, think about if you get a little dab of minty freshness in the
Yeah.
tip of your dick hole. Oh.
That might feel awesome.
I don't know if I want to think about that.
Like a nice menthol breeze on your pee hole.
Well, it's like when you get that like shampoo with menthol in it.
I do have
you
some.
feel, you know what I mean?
That feels great on
It
your
does feel
feels
good.
great in your head, but I don't know about your dick hole.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That just reminds me of that.
I think it could
frickin'
go either
Jim
way.
Jeffries bit.
I mean, even like a menthol soap on your ball sack is a little much sometimes.
True.
Like, you ever use the Dr. Bronner's peppermint
Yes.
and get too much
Yes.
of that on the bag?
I got
Yeah.
the Manscaped shit.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's not bad.
Talking what a fucking bunch of old men. Jesus Christ.
Talk about bathing.
But
Bathing
seriously,
rules.
like,
Yeah, dude.
it
I
took
love
me
being
completely out of wanting the JO. Is just watching how this girl held her toothbrush. I'm like,
yeah.
and
I'm into weird shit.
I was just like, yeah, I like weird porn. And I'm like, but that's what's the one I was like, all right,
Yeah.
X out of that video.
Yep.
The fact she took a load in the
line
mouth
was
after
drawn.
brushing her teeth. I'm like, you just undid all. That's like
It's fucking bush league.
that's like taking it up your ass after you just got out of the shower. It's like, come on, lady, think it through.
Is that where we're going today?
Do you think? I was also thinking about this. Speaking of, I think like most porn studios, which are probably just apartments or whatever, they probably all go shower afterwards, right?
They're Airbnbs mostly, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Or
the-
they're officially rented. Whatever.
It's a shower
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah.
most likely, right? And I'm sure because girls are taking loads in their hair and shit. So like, yeah, they're gonna go take a shower, right? Maybe the dude's a fucking scumbag and just
Well,
pulls his shorts up and goes.
a good
on it
production
by his day.
a good production will make sure that those are provided with the space.
What do you think you're more likely to get athlete's foot at? A gym? Yeah, go ahead. And there's also IPAs over there if you want that. And also, like, you're more likely to get like athlete's foot at like a local gym or the porn apartment.
Jim.
Because you think there's probably a lot of people showering in that house on a daily basis.
I don't know if it's dozens though.
Depending on the production company.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about one of the good ones. I'm talking about like, shoplifter, brazzers, one of those,
It seems as
that's
though
my favorite. I love it.
Are you serious?
Oh, I love it to death.
a
I
reputable.
swear to God, I've never heard of that.
I fucking love it so much.
It's funny that you're into the shoplifting thing
I
now.
like a story.
My latest
I like a good story, man.
my latest thread that I've pulled, is behind the scenes.
Oh, I don't care about that.
So
Like the after, like the before?
after or before.
Yeah.
So like a reputable or bigger production house, if you will, they'll have this rented home, usually somewhere, some nice mansion or something, and they'll usually use it for a day. And lately, I've only like once or twice, but I was looking into the behind the scenes thing, and there's like they some of them will have actual fluffers
Yeah.
for on set. I'm like, that's interesting. Or like sometimes, like it's probably also staged, sadly, but like they get so turned on or whatever that they can't help themselves but fooling around between scenes too.
Yeah.
That for some reason got my attention.
It is a bit interesting, but what's more interesting to me is as soon as like, say that it's just a straight girl, guy, bed, plain vanilla scene, right? Nothing crazy. That as soon as they're done and go off to getting a shower, putting their clothes on and leaving, there's just somebody that comes in, strips the bed, takes it down to the laundry room. And
yes. The intern.
To me, it's
But
not.
wouldn't you think they would like preemptively buy sheets?
Oh yeah.
And put those on as okay, these
It's probably in the contract.
yeah, like
But that's got to add up. Like you eventually
Yeah,
gotta
don't
that's-
start.
wash
that's-
these.
that's cost of
There's
production.
No washing.
You gotta eventually
that's
start-
in the budget.
I honestly, if I was shooting that shit in like a place I had, just to cut costs, I would do the laundry.
They're not buying
But-
4,000 count thread count sheets
But-
either. They're buying Target.
But I'm a man of the people. All
If you're
that money
using
I
the same
save,
hotel chain, you know what the size of the bed is.
all that money I save, it goes to the artist, dude. That lady, that guy, they get that money.
We got to pay it
It doesn't go
forward.
in my
about
pocket,
that?
dude. Yeah, if I'm running it, yeah, dude. I'm like, all right,
Oh
look,
yeah,
man.
if you're running, okay.
Since I'm going to do home and do laundry, here's a little extra for you, man. Go get yourself some Wendy's on the way home. You had a rough day.
Wendy's.
Go get yourself a fucking Baconator.
Yo, I just saw the
Get a
Junior
Baconator?
Baconator is $3 right now.
Exactly. So if me doing a little bit of gross
Here's
laundry,
the 10.
doing a bit of gross laundry can get like, fucking Angela White, a nice big bacon classic after the shoot.
Dave Single.
Yeah, And it's like, here, yeah, I'll do that shit. Fuck yeah. I mean, I'll be wearing like those fucking dishwashing gloves that go up above the
Piece
elbow.
to the elbow.
some rubber gloves
Nice
with a
hazmat
nice
suit.
gauntlet on it.
They either like cut your circulation off or they like do nothing and they just keep sliding down.
Or better yet, those
Or you
like
get the water in the gloves.
Yeah.
So you gotta like,
Aw.
even better those like welder gloves that are leather that go up to your
Oh, yeah.
bicep.
Shit, I didn't even get the welder mask.
A hood.
Those
in
things
case.
weigh like 5 pounds a piece.
The gloves do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to imagine just after everybody's coming all over the place in a porn suit and everybody's having a great time. And then just some like sad sack dude or girl goes in afterwards and with a laundry basket and just strips the bed.
I guess I
all
gotta pay
sad
my
and so-
dues.
It's like, oh yeah, just because my dick's only a normal 6 inches, I gotta do the laundry. Fucking this asshole with 11 gets to,
Just waiting for
He's
some
just-
guy to call out sick one
yeah.
day.
It's like,
Fucking bell of the ball
that's,
over here.
yeah, that's how I'm going to move up. So anytime you watch a porno and the dude just has like a normal dick and not like an oversized dick, just know that somebody got caught in traffic and they're like, what's Jerry from laundry? He's not that fat. Let's get him in here. And he's
We
like,
got this place to 3 o'clock, Jerry.
and it's like, look, Jerry, we need your help today. And he's like, I've been waiting for you to say that my entire life.
Damn, I wonder if they. A lot of porn is shot in. Most porn is shot in Vegas now, and a lot of the stars live there now.
Why is that? Do you know?
I don't know why. I think it's because it's cheaper than L.A. and there's, I guess it's more lax than but it's still a nice desert climate. Maybe it's nice to live there longer. But
Go to the south.
It's Vegas.
Yeah, right?
It's either Vegas or Florida.
yeah.
And
Go Florida.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I wonder if because they're in Vegas, maybe they can dodge a lot of the what the fuck's it called? Like the production unions and stuff, like lighting guys and like
gaffs, like
grips
set.
and things like that.
Because I think you have a certain like size of production.
Because they have to be unionized, right?
They don't have to be, but in LA they mostly are.
LA, definitely.
Yeah,
And
like
if-
the SAG and all
And
that.
if you're a
shit.
certain size of a production, like I'm sure
Rightfully so.
Brazzers would have to do this. It's like they can't just have some dude that's chilling.
Yeah.
Hey, since you're not in this scene, hold the boom mic for me. Do me a solid. That you can't do that. If somebody walks in and
just
sees
this mic on a broomstick.
Yeah.
with duct tape.
yeah, and it's the guy who just like shot a scene like 2 scenes ago. He's like, all right, I'm not doing anything. I'll hold the boom mic. I'm a team player.
Yeah, it's just Mario.
But if like the
with,
union people see that, they're like, oh, he's not union. What the fuck are you guys doing? Like, so yeah. So I think once you get to a certain level, you have to actually. What, dude? Do porn stars have to get their SAG card?
I mean, it is performance. I wonder if they qualify for SAG.
I mean, comedians don't.
Yeah, so it depends on what they do. It depends on what
stand-ups
it depends on what they get hired for. Straight
Writing.
stand up, no, because it's stage performance.
But if they like do writing for a TV show or
If you're hired for,
Yeah.
if you're hired by again another production company who is doing something for a thing, that's different because they're the ones paying you. If you're just performing on stage, you're paying yourself.
see, it's funny you see these podcasts where they like interview porn stars and they're normally
Duds.
horrible because there's people like
7 out of 10 times.
I don't
duds.
want to like fucking typecast porn stars, but some of them just have nothing else about them interesting other than the fact they fuck on film.
That's what made me not like Trevor Wallace.
Oh, he brings porn stars on and
Not,
just-
and not even that, dude. It's just he's not funny with it.
no.
Like, it's
It
But
seems like no
I
matter
don't
who.
think I would be either.
It seems like no matter who he has, you're gonna get pretty much the same episode every time.
Yeah.
Right?
The other guys on his podcast is funny though.
just
Michael
shit.
Blaustein?
Yeah.
I don't know what he is funny, but something about him fucking just bugs me.
The fact that he's a skinny white dude and talks like a Baltimore black dude.
I think you nailed it.
I mean, he is from that area, so that's whatever. But
well,
like, I would seriously be a Punisher if we had a male or female porn star. I'd be like, I would seriously ask him questions like that. Do you have to have your SAG card and shit like that? And I would just have like these real like, okay, is there someone that comes along and does laundry? Like, say you have sex on like a deck on like this house, right? Did somebody power wash afterwards? Like, I would have questions like that, like logistics. I wouldn't ask anything about them. The only thing close to that, I'd be like, all right, out of all the dudes you've blown, who had the stinkiest bag? Like that, I kind of want to know.
yeah, those are things I'm the most curious about.
Or like which girls you had sex with that just smelled like, you know, the inside of a Taco Bell when you went down on them. Like that. Just that, because I'm like watching porn on the internet. I'd be like, haha, she stinks. Like stuff like that. It's fun for me.
I want minutia.
But other than that, I would just be asking like seriously like logistic questions. That's just fun for me. I don't know.
I agree.
Know
like-
any porn stars?
No. Like, and I'm not talking about the amateurs because I know they have to do the laundry. They have to hold the boom mics. I want to talk to one of like the, not even A-list, maybe like a B-lister. They just be like, all right, look, who's got the stinkiest bag and have you ever had to do the laundry and just shit like that. But yeah,
The laundry shit's wild to me.
the rental shit, yeah, that does make sense because you ever like,
Go to fucking Home Goods.
if you look
If
at
you
like
got $30,
any kind of fuck scene and it's in like a bedroom, there's nothing in that bedroom. There's nothing on the end tables.
Correct.
There's nothing on the walls.
There's very little decor.
There's nothing.
There's
it's
no
just fucking-
photographs.
I would actually prefer if they actually had like a bookcase with books on it.
Well, like, and like growing up, I'm old, but like, you could clearly tell that they were just freaking drywall sheets. Like it was like some 3 panels of drywall sheets in a bed.
Like this room only has 3 walls. There's no
There's a
ceiling.
mock window.
There's
with
yeah.
the shittiest curtain you could ever find.
Or like a drawing of
Yeah.
like grass and flowers outside. Something like a 5-year-old. Though this is fun. I was watching shoplifter porn the other day, and it was fucking hysterical.
So what is shoplifter?
Yeah, what's shoplifter porn? I
That's
have
what
to know.
started this.
Oh,
whole
I'm so
fucking
glad
thing.
you asked.
Like,
That is
20 fucking minutes later.
That's the storyline.
Okay, so
A girl gets caught shoplifting at a store,
And the
loss
security guard?
prevention officer, loss prevention, not security.
same guy every time.
No, there's about 5 of them that do.
Yeah, it's a whole
But,
squad. They got
yeah.
a team.
But they
depends
say,
on what
hey,
shift they're on.
they give them like the full cavity search and all that shit. But they're like, I can make all this go away, and you don't want this on your permanent record if you ... And then it proceeds from there.
Yeah, we can call
But,
the police or
But this girl was just blowing this dude, and like for some reason I started paying attention to her upper arm tattoo, and it was 5.
Dude, that has bummed me out. Like your shit with the fucking toothbrush.
Yeah.
Shitty tattoos
Well-
have taken me out of the movie.
Well, listen to this one
sorry.
because that's on that level.
Okay.
This tattoo was first off, it was a teddy bear, right? And next it was 5 like children's blocks, and spelled down the blocks it said ETHAN, Ethan. So I was like, oh, she has a son, and his name is Ethan.
Was there?
Fuck.
damn, she's a human being.
God damn it.
I was waiting for this.
Yeah,
script
I was like, oh,
underneath
shit.
that just said R.I.P.
No, it's just like, all right.
Or just a date and a date.
Because like, look,
Infinity.
if you find out your mom had done porn in her younger years or wherever, you're like, and somebody's like, oh, I found a porn with your mom, and it's like, oh, that's just someone that looks like my mom.
Give it
All right?
20
Cool.
years.
And like, you
for-
can do that lie, but if your name and a teddy bear is on her arm, you're just like, oh yeah, some other lady looks just like your mom who's also has a kid named Ethan. You're like, fuck, I can't fight this one.
There's no getting out of that.
Not at all, dude.
No denying.
It's like, shit.
There's receipts.
And you know, there's probably just some like shitbag male porn stars like, he was like, I'm gonna come on the tattoo. It's
That's
like,
a bullseye.
I'm gonna nut on that tattoo.
Jesus Christ.
And there's also there was this Spanish girl that's fucking built like a brick shit house, but she had an upper arm tattoo that took up like the whole like upper arm, like elbow and up, and it was like a portrait of like an old man.
Huh.
And it was like, okay, that's obviously a grandfather or a father. I was like, Jesus Christ. So while you're fucking just, your dead grandfather's like, if he just cocks his eyes like this, he can
watching.
just corner of his eyes, peripheral vision, he can see what you're doing and watching you just disappoint him.
The dude's grabbing her arm just like with his
Oh, man.
eyes, his
How
fingers.
funny would that be? Like, he goes to take her shirt off, right? But he just like takes over her head, but leaves the one sleeve on. She's like, "I'm take the rest of my shirt off." I was like, no, just leave it like
You
that.
leave it
Or
on.
he starts
Yeah.
to hike it up.
Here.
Starts to hike it up and then pulls it back down. He's like,
oh,
yeah.
whoa, nope.
Never mind.
Nope,
You know, hold it out
nope.
this way. I'm just gonna wrap it around. I'm gonna wrap it around.
It's like, why'd you do that? She has an injury of some sort. Yeah, just fucking goddamn.
She's infirmed.
Like, even if I was a male porn star, sure, they're probably on Blue Chew and shit like that. But just the fact that, like, if I saw that, I'd just be like, I would just soften up right away.
Done.
I was like, I can't, dude.
How the fuck did we get here?
Talk about shoplifting,
Let's talk about shoplifting, dude. It's a very serious crime.
according to some.
As far as porn phenomenons, you ever heard of something called Big Sausage Pizza before?
Oh, yeah.
That
Classic.
shit will make me laugh. At my mother's funeral, that shit is so fucking funny to me.
You know what used to bug me?
Like, are you
about-
talking? Like, I think I might have seen a picture just with like the huge, like 14-inch dong,
Yeah, sticking out in the middle
Through
of
the fucking pizza. Hey, look.
and it's soft.
That's so funny.
And that was my problem with it. Because what I was like, I don't know, maybe I overthink everything. Like, obviously, I just proved, but all right, you put your dick through the pizza, hoping things will happen, right? And like, say it does happen, right? But pizzas are greasy,
Yeah.
That's a
especially sausage pizzas, right?
dirty
So-
pizza.
Like 3 days later, that guy probably woke up to piss and noticed like a perfect ring around his dick of just pimples, real pimples. He's like, I haven't had pimples since I was fucking 16. And she's like, oh, I did just stick my dick through a fucking pizza.
I would hope that he would have the products available at the shower facility to exfoliate properly.
And what did they do with the
Get
pizza
rid of
afterwards?
That's a good question. That's shrink. That's just
They
waste.
take it down to the local mission, and like the people like, it's like, look, dude, I'm homeless and starving and all, but why is there a circle cut out of the middle of this pizza? He's like, it's best you don't ask these questions.
Like, yeah, I'm used to the little ottoman in the middle, but not
It's like I'll just
not a hole.
And like honestly, I just be like, well, I guess I can just eat the crust.
It's not weird if the chick eats the pizza, though, right? Or
Not at all.
dude. Yeah,
No.
like,
Damn,
I
not,
mean, it's his dick.
not
Yeah.
one of them have ever eaten one
Yeah.
of those pieces ever.
Was there
Did you ever think it was
on
like
it?
yeah, that might change it.
That
Yeah.
happened
That's-
once or twice,
Okay. Oh yeah. Then
That's a whole different story.
but not often. Though I did watch.
if it's just floppy dong.
Yeah.
Oh, and how hot is it?
I'll come back over.
I don't-
Cut that piece off, easy.
I honestly don't think it
Get
was
like
a real pizza,
No shit.
but it could have been. If it was, that's a lot of shrink. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot of fucking costs and shit like that. But
We're upside down on the pizza.
if it was
going.
hot, it's like 'cause that's like molten cheese. Like, dude, that could fucking
Yes.
scar your underdick.
And you're not gonna get that from a Domino's, or like you're not gonna get that from a
Oh.
chain. You need to get that from a mom and pop. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, $8.99 for an extra large pizza
it can't be
on
one
Tuesdays.
of it can't be one of those weird shaped boxes you get from Domino's. It's got to be like a full like 18-inch square.
Yeah.
The big
The
one.
one with the fucking Italian guy doing the chef's kiss
Yeah,
on the
absolutely.
top. Yeah.
It's
That's how you know it's good.
It's got the card in the corner to
Same.
punch it
Yeah.
out.
Support
Then
your
you have
local
to cut the
pizzeria.
card out,
Yeah.
and then so you buy 10, you get one free.
Ugh. It's like you. I just imagine in that town. You say it's Vegas, right? Okay, so it's in Vegas. There's this one guy who moved out to the West Coast to bring East Coast pizza to the West Coast, right?
Never been done before.
Yeah, he's just like so excited. He's like, I'm gonna bring good pizza to the city of Las Vegas. Every day, this one skeevy dude comes in. Is like, I need 10 large sausage pizzas. Hey, you're the boss, man. Thanks for coming in and supporting us. And then like he comes in the next day and gets the same thing. He's like, geez, man, you really like these pizzas, huh? He's like, oh yeah, we really like them. It's
How
like,
are you affording this?
he's like, yeah, he's like, where do you put it all? You're not that fat. You know, I was like, Jesus Christ. And yeah, this poor guy who puts his heart and soul into these pizzas has no idea that they're going back to the Airbnb, cutting a hole in it, and some fucking young stud is shoving his fucking dick through it.
These pizzas are just cannon fodder.
Yeah.
And then selling it for $3
Yeah.
grand.
So that's, I like to think it's like a DiGiorno or like a Joe Corby's.
Right.
This-
I hope it's a Red Baron.
And then, yeah,
Yeah, dude.
they just reuse the box.
Fucking just a
Yeah.
Mama Celeste.
And I also like to think there's an intern there whose sole purpose is to cut circles into the pizza box.
Are
And the
the-
pizza.
Are they using a pizza cutter? Are you tracing that circle? What's
Do-
going
do
on
they
here?
get-
Oh no, they made
That's
it
another
their
question
own
I would ask.
That's a very
Yeah.
good
They
question.
made a
Yeah.
specific tool, just like a cookie cutter.
But you could also have like a little personal pizza. So like that intern, he's like, "Hey man, I get all the really small 2-inch circular pizzas I
It's
can
the
eat."
size of a bagel bite.
that one tool that's in the second drawer that doesn't really get used that often, but is
Yeah.
like usually pristine clean, like a cherry pitter or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or then
My
that
time
rubber
to
thing that
shine,
takes
baby.
the lids off stuff. Yeah. That one guy's just like, "Yeah, are you hungry? You know, you had a long day at work." He's like, "No, I had a bunch of really small 2-inch circular pizzas." Where would
Kind
you?
of just been snacking all day.
Yeah. Where do you get something like
It's
that?
kind of awesome.
Well,
it's like a
just-
pizza cookie.
Yeah. It's like,
Pizza cookie.
oh god, that's fucking great, dude.
Yep.
So that's the questions I would ask a porn actress, actor, or pornographer. I'm like,
I need to
what I
know.
wanna know.
Party on.
It's like, I just want to think. You know how like Tyler Perry has his own complex of studios down in where is he at? Atlanta, I think.
Yeah.
He has like a whole like complex with like studios and like sets, like huge things on this property.
Can we stop avoiding what we've been trying to plan for fucking years?
I gotta nut up and start doing hallucinogens. It's
No,
all on me.
I'm not trying to sidetrack it, but
And to watch all the Medea movies.
all day, baby.
Yeah,
Let me know when.
but
Day and time, I'll be there.
I want to do the same thing Tyler Perry did,
Okay.
We'll set it up. We'll come to you.
but just have all the porn places like, look, I've got this place. It looks like a loss prevention office. I got this place. It looks like a restaurant. This place, it looks like a pawn shop. And just have all the sets done up. I was like, all right, what kind of porn? Like, what's your thing? Stepdad, stepdaughter. All right, well, you can just have this whatever normal room. You, what do you do? Well, ours is pawn shop, but we want more for what we pawn. Oh, cool. I have that set up in Studio 7. It's over there. And just fucking, I would just count the money coming through, dude.
It's like a like, you know, remember how like the top floor of hotels used to have the theme rooms,
Yes, exactly.
but it's like a studio
Exactly.
situation.
It's like, yo, like, is you shooting like office porn?
Yeah,
Studio 4.
yeah.
You're shooting like, you know,
On the moon.
on the moon.
Yeah.
Well, that's Studio 12. It's a little unused. You might have to move away some like stuff we had in stores there, but
Lovers
Want-
Lane.
Do you want to be in Afghanistan?
oh,
Army bunker situation.
we could do some. I'm gonna start shooting MAGA porn.
There's your fucking
Has to
$1 million
exist.
idea. Bro.
All it is, dude.
There's
It's
money on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say this into a microphone.
Everything involves
Just
troops.
zip-
Everything
zip
involves
off mic.
troops.
Off mic.
Everything involves troops and
Zip
cops.
it.
It's just troops and cops.
Yeah.
Now, if we can find a
And then you
like,
could sprinkle fucking
Dude, I'll
gay
even-
porn in there too.
yeah, I'll have the troops fuck the cops.
Trans.
No. Yeah. Oh,
That's the moneymaker.
Nah, you gotta start with gay.
No.
You gotta lead into it slowly.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
it's the opposite. It's the exact
No,
opposite.
I think they're more
Nah.
inclined to like accept gay
Nah.
before
No,
trans.
No, you
Yes.
need like a
It's the
blonde
exact
with big
opposite.
tits first.
Yeah.
Like you get them
Yeah.
into that, like America fucking.
And then you go like you're like 5 years in, right? You've proven yourselves, and all of a sudden that blonde with big tits, she's got a mule on her. She's got a little hog on her. Like, okay, I don't know about that. Like, all right, well here's just two dudes. They're banging. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, but that guy there, he did 4 fucking tours, dude. The other guy, he's a firefighter. Like, for real? Like, yeah, dude. Look at his arm. FDNY right
Yeah.
there on his shoulder.
Are you saying they're not men?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
saying they're not men?
You don't support first responders, you fucking prick? Well, I guess
Go
I
say it
do.
to their face.
Yeah.
Go say it to their face.
Go tell them the 9/11 was deserved. You know,
As
like,
he's
just
like,
and there's like, he's like, I think it's gross, but that's a hero. You know, just like, fucking, yeah. And then you ease them. Then you bring back the blonde with big tits, but give her a nice juicy hog on her. Just throw like,
That's a nice lead into it. I
Yeah.
feel like you're
You gotta
working towards it.
yeah, you gotta earn your respect, and then you earn your way in through the door, and then you give them like the full Monty. But I think I could do that. Oh, that'd be great. It's just that would fucking flip. I could flip the entire Republican Party. It's like they're like all of a sudden they just really like trans porn. Like I don't know what to
they're
tell you.
already doing it, dude.
All of a
It's
sudden.
like I'm not gay. I'm a patriot.
What was it? Is Lindsey Graham still in office?
Yes,
I believe
yes,
so,
yes,
yeah.
he is.
Yeah. What's all right?
Still
Need I say
single,
more?
too.
All I have to do is say the name.
I think he's been in for like 40 fucking years now. Yeah.
No shit. It
He's
was-
still
yeah.
a bachelor too.
The most-
not married.
Have you
obvious.
ever just Google Lindsey Graham? Those are just my ladybugs.
I'm gonna Google that later.
It's great.
Don't.
It's great.
I mean, I would. But
It's great.
It's gross as fuck. But
Oh, yeah.
It just,
I gotta know now.
Well, break it down for him, Brent.
Yeah, he has warts on his taint. And
Oh.
he was having sex with a gay prostitute. And like when the
Allegedly.
gay prostitute was like eating his ass and fucking going through, and he was like, "What is this?" And he was like, "Oh, those are just my ladybugs."
He nailed his accent too. By
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah,
That smooth Southern.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
I do declare.
Yeah. just sipping a
But
big
has rallied against
yeah.
so much fucking.
Thou
Alright.
doth protest too much.
Indeed.
That's crazy.
It's just funny because like the amount that dude rails against homosexuals and stuff like that. You just expect one person to be like, dude, who are you kidding? Like we know it. Everybody around you knows
Listen
it.
to yourself.
Yeah, we know, dude. Like, just stop it.
All right, Lieutenant Dangle.
Yeah, just suck a dick, love your new self, and
Yeah.
just move on.
Yeah.
Retire from politics and fuck all the boy ass you want. Legal boy ass.
Yeah, go get a fucking beach property in
Ah.
North Carolina.
Yeah, go get a 40
Or I actually have an open studio at my new.
like compound.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go retire
There you
to the
go.
Outer Banks with your 40
I'm
something.
gonna start,
I'm
doing
sure there is a huge market.
Southern politician porn.
In fact, I'll meet him at the Suck Bang Blow in Myrtle Beach.
Southern gentleman sugar daddy porn, dude. That's one of the. That's gonna have to be in Studio 8. We get one of the bigger ones. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be so fucking rich, dude.
You know how Tyler Perry afforded a property with all these buildings already on it? You know what he bought?
Like his entire.
I forgot. I do know, but I forget off the top of my head.
He bought a decommissioned military base.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
did,
fucking smart.
I mean, that
and
makes
so did
sense.
Cat Williams.
So
Well,
Cat
that's what
Williams
they
just did that too.
Yep.
When I think of that shit, I think the Woodstock, the one that went.
The 99.
Yeah, the documentary, because it was like an old Air Force base.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant move.
The one that got shut down because it just
Did
was
Cat,
fucking
did
nuts.
was it fake? Did Cat Williams
He did
buy a
too.
compound?
He's
to open up
he claimed that he did to build a movie studio
yeah,
for comedies.
like a whole like.
Because he wants to make
He wants to make comedies.
like the old school style, just crazy comedy movies of like we all came up on and
Yeah.
shit, like the raunchy shit, the just completely insane comedy movies. 'Cause he's like, comedy movies suck now; they're too safe.
They
And I
don't even
agree.
make them anymore, dude.
It's so needed.
Yeah, and he's like, I only want comedians and comedic writers to write them, and I don't only comedic actors to act in them. He's like, I just want that. He's like, I'm like, you know what, dude? You're batshit insane, but I fucking back that 100%.
I mean,
I don't think he's done one batshit insane thing yet.
have you seen his clothing?
So
I mean, that's been his fucking
True.
whole shit from day one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see him get beat up by a teenager?
Yeah,
he
pimp in distress.
he still came he came back from that even.
He really does have an ability to bounce back. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Wasn't he
I mean,
smoking
for
crack
as
for a while?
long as
For a
we've
little while.
known Cat Williams, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know how much closer this puts us to another Soul Plane? This rips, dude.
No, I want to see Car Wash.
Oh. If he just comes back and does sequels to only his own films, I'm like, yeah,
Plain wash.
I'm like, fucking, hell yeah, dude. Oh, dude, how sick would that be? Cat Williams he has Car Wash, then he has Truck Wash, and then he has like RV Wash, and it just goes from like car all the way up to Space Shuttle, and just has like a Fast and Furious amount of sequels.
It'll be like he'll model it after how Ice Cube did with Are We There Yet?
Yeah. Or honestly, how like the titles he was doing with like Friday. Because you have Friday, next Friday, Friday after next, and just like, you know, Car Wash. Bigger Car Wash. Even bigger Car Wash.
The new Friday actually happening?
No.
I know.
No, it's
thought
all.
it was,
Like,
not
I don't
anymore.
know what to believe anymore. So
Cat-
it's like, I
Cat's-
didn't even.
Cat straight up said it will not happen because what he said was everyone involved misses John Witherspoon in a way that can't be like
That me. Okay.
I get that.
justified
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
and I was like,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
Well, it wasn't
Okay,
going to happen
yeah.
at first because Chris Tucker found Jesus.
But I thought that was like Chris Tucker was the one like rallying to get it done.
Yeah,
Ice
it
Cube
seems to
didn't
me he
wanna
was on
do it.
board.
Yeah, but
I know
then
one of the
Ice
reasons-
Cube didn't want to do it.
Initially, it wasn't happening because he right after I think the last Friday 3, he kind of pulled a Chappelle and hauled ass to Africa for a hot minute.
Yeah, he went nuts.
Found religion
Yeah.
and was just like, yeah, I'm not. It's not me anymore. And then when they started giving him more money to do sequels to Rush Hour, he was like, you know, maybe I'll do this. And then like,
I mean, Rush
Ice
Hour
Cube
was
was-
also pretty awesome.
then Ice Cube was like,
Absolutely.
why don't
It never clicked with me.
Nah,
Really?
those movies
It's-
are
the
awesome.
first
I like
one,
it.
the first one was good.
I like two
The
of them.
others,
Two's awesome too.
But like then like Ice Cube was like, well, why don't we do it with my son who's what's his son? O'Shea
Yeah.
something
Shea
Junior?
Jackson.
Jackson,
Shea
yeah,
Jackson
Junior.
Yeah.
And have him like just do like a younger version of it, and then everyone's like, oh, I don't know about that, and just no one could agree on what they
I
wanted
just
to do.
saw him in something that
O'Shea Jackson
He works
Jr.
a lot.
is fucking all over the place.
I
dude.
can't
Yeah, he's
remember
pretty
it.
good.
I don't want to.
Yeah, he's always working.
And he's, like,
distracted, but I
doing,
just saw
like-
him something. And I was like, oh shit, that's who that.
Yeah, he's
O'Shea.
doing like legit movies too.
That's what I mean.
Like he's like doing dramas and shit.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like a funny movie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was
or like an
something
action
serious.
shit. It was like an actually like, you know.
Yeah, he's
oh,
he's
good
got
dude, dude.
chops.
Yeah. I forget what the most recent thing I saw him in. He did one of those biopic movies. I forget which one it was.
Well, the NWA.
Maybe it was that one.
That was his breakout, wasn't it?
Yeah.
'cause he
But,
was, he
yeah, that
the
was started
dad.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I don't think we need that. I think instead of an NWA movie, we should have a
Project Pat movie.
CB4 number 2.
Well, the fucking guy who wrote the first one got fucking canceled for a hot minute.
Did he?
Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Well, we
He
just
wrote
talked.
that?
We talked about this.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Makes
And
so
he
much
wrote
sense.
Pootie Tang.
Holy
Get
shit.
the fuck outta
I'm
here.
today years old learning
Yeah.
this.
No wonder
He
those
wrote,
movies
directed
rule.
Pootie Tang.
Those are awesome
He
movies.
wasn't the main writer of CB4, but he was part of it with Chris Rock,
Yeah.
a couple others.
I mean, Rock is back on the comedy
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah.
We were
But,
just talking about this in
Pootie
the
Tang,
car.
all Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about this in the car. Louis is back now.
Dude, Pootie Tang, though,
Dude, it's one of
Incredible.
my favorite
That
movies.
movie's
Incredible
hilarious.
movie.
Like,
the, my favorite part of that entire movie is just when he goes into the studio to drop his new track, and it's just he opens his mouth and nothing comes out. It's just pure silence, and just Chris Rock's losing his mind, just sweeping everything off his table. Like, oh God, Pootie's done it again.
Pootie Tang did it again. Oh.
That scene and the scene where it's Pootie Tang when he was like little,
With the girl throwing his fucking tricycle.
throwing his clothes out of the window.
Tricycle.
I told you, Pootie, goddamn. And then all of a sudden you see the little like big wheel come out. And he's just,
Pootie, don't go.
and he's down like outside the apartment
Yeah,
closet,
just
just shaking his head. That movie's so fucking good.
I love it. Sadate.
I'm literally adding it to my list.
Pity
of
on
shit
the
to
runny
watch
kind.
right now.
You've
Yeah,
never
yeah.
seen Pootie Tang?
It's been a while.
Dude.
Holy
Sanyo
shit,
Pi-
it's good.
What I tell my Damie?
Sanyo Pity on the runny kind. Yeah, that was
It's got David Tell in it, dude. It's got
Yeah.
It's got a really good
everybody.
cast.
Yeah.
I used to get it confused with Don't Be a Menace.
Don't Be a Menace is
I
fantastic.
love
dude, that's
Don't Be a Menace.
underrated.
That's great. What do you think goes best on my Tech 9? These?
You ever watched the suds fall down
the crack of a man's
ass?
Since you're such a,
I'm playing.
since you're such a smart motherfucker, you could help me rearrange my Sega Genesis cartridges.
Wash my balls.
The fact that his dad was younger than him.
No, when his grandma fucking
Yeah.
beat him up.
Yeah, he's like, pass me that shit. And he just goes to the spice rack and there's just like a jar that says shit on it.
Still hit like a bitch.
Fucking
Cause he
good.
fucking rocked her.
Oh my god, dude.
When he rolls up the door of the truck and he's got the fucking nuclear missile in
Yo,
there.
yeah.
Do we have a problem?
Problem.
What? I was just thinking about that scene. I was like, why did I think he pulled it out of his pants?
No,
No, it's the back of like a bread truck type thing. Yeah.
no, it's the mail truck from
yeah.
what's it? Dead Poets or
Dead Poets?
No, not
No, Dead Presidents.
No, Janet Jackson, Tupac. What the fuck was that movie called? With Janet Jackson and Tupac?
Oh, Juice.
No,
No.
it's got a number in it.
Anyway, whatever.
Whatever.
CB5.
Yeah.
Yo, but when
CB7.
when Loke Dog's filling out the job application, dude,
Oh,
like 6 deuce,
the only
sex,
Hell
hell yeah.
oh, there's one better job application scene in a movie, and it's the movie High School High.
Yo, with
Oh,
John
what a
Lovitz.
great
Yeah.
movie.
Yo, with John.
It's
dude.
like it says here, what's on you have here under your? And she's like, well, you know, blazing up a fat blunt, Grizzisa and the Mizunky, hanging my ass over the line, tagging freeway bridges. Oh, it's so fucking funny. If Cat
love those.
Williams does this and he brings back movies like that, I'm like,
I'm
dude,
all in.
Comedy is saved.
like you are the fucking best. You're the best dude ever. Just like that. Just so ridiculously stupid of a movie that you just can't help but fucking fall out laughing at it.
Dude, I just
That's art.
Yes.
It is.
Movies that have
wanna-
zero message at all.
I want to turn my brain off for an
Yeah,
hour.
I don't want to
Yes.
think about the real world.
Yeah.
Give me Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah.
Or if Cat Williams can figure out a way to make Adam Sandler great again.
Oof, that's a tall order.
Like, yo, some of his newer movies are decent.
Yeah.
But
I watch every one.
I want fucking prime time, you know, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, Little Nicky era Sandler back.
That shit is ingrained. The last good one
Ugh.
like that was Hubie.
Hubie was so good, and
Yeah,
people
well-
hated it.
No, but that's why
What movie?
we love it.
Hubie Halloween.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
I think it's only Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him. He's like goofy. It's like little Nicky.
Okay.
He's
It's
a
like purely
goofball,
stupid.
and he's saving the town from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Sounds cool.
It's like purely stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas, but with Little Nicky instead of Jack Skellington.
Little Nicky was so another fucking great John Witherspoon appearance. Mm-hmm. He's like,
Oh,
I can do crazy ass too. Look at it. That guy just stole all your shit. God damn it, dude.
Get in the flask.
If you could, hey, tithead. Yeah, if you could make fucking Adam Sandler great again, Cat Williams, please do that.
My old
I know you're
band
watching this.
For my one demo, used the thing is like, "What are you here for, young man?" And he's like, "We're here for the beer and the bitches."
That's great.
Nice.
Who's that? 5 across the eyes.
No, it was Pay Your Dues.
You had some great band names, Brent.
No, I was a cool guy.
Weren't you in Major Pain?
Yeah.
Which, honestly, great movie.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's in that closet right there. Yeah. Well, he in there. He ain't having it.
What you laughing at, big boy? You find a cookie in your pocket?
I can sit down with my dad any day of the week and watch that movie
That's-
and just die.
Dude,
Movies like that
I have a
bring sons and
cardboard
fathers
cutout
together.
of them.
They do.
That
Like
rules.
genuine from '92.
That's so
like-
cool.
My father and I don't like each other. But if you sit us in the same room and put on any of the Airplanes or Naked Gun movies,
Yeah.
by the end of it, me and him are
yeah.
high-fiving.
Naked
You know,
Gun.
Naked Gun, dude,
Yeah.
all day.
I think Naked Gun 1 is joke for joke the funniest movie. Might be.
Like, I would
there.
get a Leslie Nielsen tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
That man.
But all like the Zucker brothers movies, like fucking Airplane, Loaded
Absolutely.
Weapon, all those. Oh, god damn it, dude.
Fucking Nordberg.
Just when they're in the stadium and fucking Norberg just goes down the stairs.
Yeah, just
Fuck.
every
Literally,
time.
every time for the rest of my life, if I hear, look, it's Enrico Palazzo, I'm done. I'm keeled over.
Or like,
Dude. And I
Look,
love
it's Enrico Palazzo.
I must kill the queen.
We all have the story when you're catching up with an old friend. Like, oh, what's so and so up to? Oh, he's in jail, right? That happens to all of us. You know, it's just
Yeah.
a fact of life.
Yeah.
I've literally said
Every
it
time
multiple
somebody
times.
says that to me, this is what pops in my head. Sexual assault with a concrete dildo. It's like, god damn it. Oh, fuck.
Was it 33 and a third that had Robert Goulet? Which one? Which
It was either 2.5 or 33 1/3. It wasn't the first one.
Yeah. I don't know, but dude, the
so-
fact that Robert Goulet, and then that just leads into the Will Ferrell bits on Saturday Night Live.
Beep bop dot dot deep bop thong song.
Goulet, Papa.
It's a bighorn. That's why I come out here. Yeah. But like even like
You
some
win,
of the
you always
like
do.
those guys who did those movies, their later movies are great too. Did you ever see Mafia?
No.
No.
Jay Moore is the lead.
Fuck.
But it's just so yeah, but like the movie is so fucking funny. They're going through you know how I think it was Goodfellas had the guy like Nicky 2 times.
Oh, you said everything twice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
Jimmy.
they had like Jimmy.
No, Tommy 2 times.
The papers, the papers.
They had
I'm gonna go
Tommy
get the papers.
18 times. And every time like he did 18. And then like the
Wow.
final one when they were listening of all these like mafioso, one of them was like Joey Big Red Baboon on his shoulder. And it's just like this normal like mook like Italian guy, but there's just this big red baboon with like a droopy weird red ass on his shoulder. And it's just so fucking funny.
Was it real?
Yeah. It's a real baboon. This is
When I know the actual.
yeah, but this was like pre-CGI and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Mafia is
It's practical.
Great. It's like Mafia with an exclamation mark, I think. And then there was a Loaded Weapon. That
Straight
came
to
out.
VHS?
That's the one that came out right after like the Hot Shots movie.
Dude.
You ever seen Wrongfully Accused?
Yes.
I fucking love
Or
that one.
Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Dude,
Dracula
Yeah,
Dead and Loving, it's
get
great.
this man an enema.
God damn it. Leslie Nielsen is fucking funny because like the way his career started, and then the way
What was the fucking Exorcist one?
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about.
This
That was one of the
exists?
scary
Linda
movies.
Blair. Repossessed.
I think it was.
Repossessed. Yes,
Repossessed.
Oh.
Repossessed.
And he was
Yeah.
Father Marin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, but dude, like he started off as like a serious dramatic actor, and was great.
When
right?
he beats up Linda Blair.
Yeah. Yeah, she likes to like, your mother sucks cocks in hell. He's like, what? just fucking pieces her across the face. But like he ended his life doing
Oh.
nothing but those types of movies. I'm like,
God.
dude, what a fucking The first half of my career, the second half of my career, like so diametrically
And
opposed.
what
but it's
a-
so great.
what a
It's
gem.
So
Dude, but
good.
he
What a gem.
He died a pure man.
True.
Like he's a Mr. Rogers in my eyes. He's
Oh,
like a
absolutely.
Bob
He really
Ross.
is, yeah.
Like,
He's one of the
like,
few people if like allegations came out about him, I would be genuinely be like, you know,
They're not going to happen because
No.
they rule fucking rules.
And it also proved that like he could do any type of movie.
What a gem in interviews.
If you can go from being like a,
Dude.
just
Just his
great dramatic actor
Like, I
to
do
being
that.
like the silliest goofball in the world.
In interviews when he'd pull out the fart machine.
Dude.
My God. Holy shit.
Was that on Carson? He did that.
He did it multiple times.
Yeah. Had to be on Carson.
He did it.
Leno,
It was either
probably.
Carson, maybe Letterman,
Yeah.
and he was just like he didn't like have. He was just like kept like he would like
He'd shift a little
shift
bit.
his jacket a little bit and just be like. It's just like God.
He had a good fart machine too because
Yeah.
they were all different.
His fucking face never
Nope.
wavered. I was
Didn't
like,
he didn't
dude,
give an inch.
that guy's God damn dude.
God damn, he was funny.
Yeah, he's great.
I think rest and power is the corniest term in the world, but
Unless it's needed.
For Leslie Nielsen, it's
Leslie
needed.
Nielsen,
Yeah.
it's mandatory. It's like, dude, you're a fucking peach, dude.
The man's a saint.
But dude, they don't make. I hate to sound like an old guy saying this, but they don't make like those types of
They never will.
completely stupid, like airplane, Naked Gun type of just like it's just nothing but visual gags and just one gag spread over like an hour and a half movie. Just,
Yeah, but like Airplane, they were rapid
Yeah.
fire
Just
movies.
kept it going, yeah.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying, like joke for joke.
Yeah.
The cockpit, what is it? Well, it's this part of the front of the plane there where the pilot sits. And he does like that shit is so stupid, but so fucking funny to me.
Shirley, you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Yeah. Oh God.
That's a perfect joke.
Great joke.
It's like right up there, like, I don't know, like one of my top 3 movies of all
Wow.
time is like Three Amigos.
Three Amigos
Just
is
watched
great.
that last week.
I used to.
I was
great
just
movie.
thinking about that when we started
Like,
this discussion. I was
Singing
just
Bush.
thinking about
Like,
that.
nobody ever gets the reference when I'm like, look up here. Look up here.
I used
Dude,
to.
I'm trying to get somebody's attention.
I used to know how to do the thing. It was like,
Oh, I still do. Yeah.
huh, like that. I used to know that, like how
When
to
the
do it properly.
Macarena came in, I was like, dude, that's fucking bullshit ass fucking
Yo, Martin
Three
Short wrote
Amigos.
that shit.
Bulletproof.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like, God damn it,
Yeah.
just so stupid, but just so fucking well done. The
So good.
airplane scene where like the one stewardess just isn't. She's like losing her mind and like Leslie Nielsen just starts shaking her, and just smacks the fuck out of her.
So hard.
And he's like, she's still freaking out. Then the person mind's like, here, let me try. And shakes her again and smacks her. And then you see like a line down the aisle. And like the dude at the end is just some guy with a pipe in his hand, just like, oh, just like,
Will you please allow me? I speak fluent jive.
and it's wasn't it the mom from Leave It to Beaver?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just
Come in
realized
some slack, Jack.
Listen here, fool.
I just realized that the dame in it was Priscilla Presley.
Ah.
Naked Gun, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elvis's wife. And dude, kept it tight. She looked good.
Yeah.
The full body condom scene.
And the one, which one was Joe Dirt's dad?
I always
the
use
villain?
protection.
Wasn't Joe Dirt's dad Christopher Walken? No.
No, it was it was some old. He was like
Magnum 44 or whatever his show was.
Oh, Tom Selleck?
No.
no, he's of
No,
that
that's
class
Magnum
though.
PI.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's Joe Dirt's dad.
Look it up, Tom.
I can't.
Did you have service?
My phone's filming this
It's not
podcast.
That's gonna bug the shit out of me. But yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
You know, I see
God
you.
damn it. I know, and that's why it's bugging me that I can't think of
I
it.
see you and your dog coming.
Yeah. That's the sample that I got shut down on with Dead and Buried was you're talking to my guy all wrong.
Used it.
It's the wrong tone.
Took it from
Yeah.
same band
Yeah.
with the other one.
Yeah, I never got a chance
We
to
had
use
like
it.
3 samples.
You do it
and
again,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Yeah.
Yep.
Does your
I never
mother
got to use
so? Boom! Get in the soda.
I got pill on me. That's the one I want to use now.
I want to
Show me
use.
them boobies.
I'll use I'll use a different Joe Dirt sample when he gets sprayed with the car and he goes, "Oh, Dirt, did I get you? Nah, I'm cool." And he goes, "No, you're not." Fuck.
You
Wasn't that-
suck.
does that
You
kid-
do.
Wasn't that Kid Rock?
Yes.
Yo, Kid Rock, I hated him.
I still, dude.
But-
I literally just posted a memory from 13 years ago on Facebook. It was like, I will forever hate Kid Rock for the way he treated my man Joe Dierte.
Dude, you know who he's fucking with now?
Who's that?
My girl. Lauren
Bobes.
Boebert.
Like
They're seen together.
He's blasting the.
What did she leave with him? She left some function. I don't think
Who
it was
knows?
inauguration.
It doesn't matter.
She left some function that he was at and she was at, and she left. She had spent the whole night like up his ass.
They were spotted.
Oh, ha 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 ha! Everything he
Oh
said,
boy.
and then she left in the same ride as he did.
I
So
saw some meme that was like,
she's dicking down my girl, dude.
Kid Rock looks like Dr. Phil dressing up as Kid Rock for Halloween, and I can't unsee it now.
I did read a thing recently where he did a pop-in appearance at a birthday party for the keyboard player from Bon Jovi,
Okay.
and he gets on stage, right? And it's like,
The perm dude?
yeah,
Is that the guy whose daughter is Gabby
Yes.
Gabby Bryant?
yes, it's Dave Bryan.
Uh,
So anyway, he's not.
I don't know how I fucking remember that.
He's not there to perform. He's there to pop in. Like he was there as a guest,
Yeah.
and then he came up on stage and they did like a cover, and just fucking were rocking for a second. And people weren't.
Like every rose has its thorn.
And people weren't like fucking super stoked and clapping when he got on stage. So he got pissed and just fucking stormed. He's like, "You motherfuckers can't clap, then I ain't gonna fucking sing," and left.
You
like-
don't deserve me.
It's like, dude, this isn't your concert. This is like for this guy. It's like
They're like, okay, leave.
they're like,
He's up
"All
there
right."
like, she don't want you, dirt.
Yeah.
She wants my body.
Did you hear the Shane Gillis story about Kid Rock giving him an Amazon watch?
Yeah.
And calling it an
Yeah.
expensive one?
He's like, I
Apparently-
really want you to have this.
Apparently he gets people with this bit, and
Yeah.
I think it's so funny.
He's like, I really like you, and I really want you to have this watch. This is like a $30,000 watch.
I think he said more. He said
What's
it's like
up?
$300,000 watch.
But the price, it doesn't
Price-
matter.
well, yeah.
But he just talks like, oh, this is like how much it costs, but I really want you to have this watch. And he gives it to like random people, and sometimes not even like famous people, like the people that are just hanging out with him.
Yeah.
And
He'll just pick a person.
just like, it's like, here's this watch. I really want you to have
Being a
this.
bam.
Yeah. And then like as soon as like then later on, like the people find out it's just like a $30 Seiko watch.
Like a fucking Timex
Yeah.
or
But
something.
doesn't he have like a massive piece of land that's basically
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
compound? Like he
Yeah.
has a like
He's rich as
He
fuck.
has a mansion, but on the same property, he has something like a mansion that looks exactly like the White House, like built
Checked
to
out.
spec.
Sure.
It's not as big,
Maybe. Sure.
but like, dude, you're like, why?
Why
the
not?
Fuck would you
The
do
real
that?
question is why not?
See, I would find a way to
I
turn
mean,
like
America all day, baby, but
I would find a way to turn that into a way for me to make more money
I think he did.
by converting all the rooms in that building to studios.
there, see,
Make your money
See,
work for you.
You gotta stop talking on camera about these
That's a
ideas,
callback.
dude.
That's a callback. I'm a professional. Yeah.
How do we get in touch with Bob Wilson? Not Bob. What's his real
What, you
name?
need an
It's
Ed O'Neill-
Bob-
you
No,
need an
it's
Ed O'Neill
Bob
lookalike?
something.
Bob Ritchie.
Bob Ritchie.
Robert.
Bob Wilson is that dude who books
No,
those
yeah,
films.
I know.
Who looks
I
like-
did not
who
want to
looks like Al
associate
Bu-
him with Kid Rock.
Who
but,
looks like Al Bundy. Shout out Bob Wilson. You look just like fucking Al Bundy, dude. Only you're not as badass. But yeah.
4 touchdowns.
If I had like
One
property
game.
like that, I would have to find a way to have that property also make me money. Because other than that, I don't need that fucking much.
he has a bar that makes him money.
It's in Nashville. It's like
Yeah.
fucking 3 stories or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Other than that, it's like everything else is like, oh, this is just too much shit. I could sleep in a different room every night and still not get to all my rooms in a week. Like, yeah, that's just too much.
But do you really want to be around fucking country people like that all day?
He
every
does.
day?
Yeah, that's his
Like,
thing.
do you? No, do you?
If I was-
Like,
if
if
I-
you
No.
set up operation there,
Honestly, if I was super baller like him, I would just get a really lavish apartment.
You mean a condo?
that nobody knows about,
Or, yeah, just
a
something like that.
hideout, like a
'Cause-
fucking tree house, but
'cause
it's like
Why would you shovel your own snow?
Like,
Why would you cut your own grass?
I get balling out, but it's like, that's too much upkeep. The upkeep's going to cost you money. So unless I can figure out a way
Taxes.
to like have that extra
World.
property make me more money, like have it be like a movie studio or like an actual farm that farms and sells the produce and shit like that. I'd have to do something like that. I just can't have like fucking a million acres just for one fat retard. You know, it's like
Yeah, you'd have all this house
it's
just
so
rotting.
Fucking
So you'd
Yeah.
pull a Norton and just buy a really nice apartment.
yes, a really nice apartment. Something I would still like. If something breaks, I have a super I can call.
I love his new podcast.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's the best thing he's ever
Yes.
done.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that he's not with Sirius XM anymore and doing that. But yeah, I would.
And
Just,
I love that he had Anthony on.
yes,
Yeah.
It was great.
Who's still hilarious.
Yeah.
Granted, it's still racist, but still hilarious. But it's like I would have like just a baller apartment like that. I couldn't do like huge property because I'm like that's just a fucking
It's a
waste.
waste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless I had
Logically, dude.
love in my life and like a family, then I would have something big. Cause I'm like, all right, cool. When my kids, whatever, they have their families, you can all live on this huge property. But if it's just me, no, just give me a fucking great apartment.
If you're the one making the money, you have to be smart about it. And it's like,
Yeah.
why would you waste money on property that you're not going to use? Unless, like, you can slowly, like, buy one
Well,
thing
it also-
and then sell it and then just slowly upgrade.
Like I said, I don't have any fucking love in my life, and you can't take it with you.
Well, you're about to start a studio.
And you can't take it with you. So I'm like, all right, well, I have this property, I'm not using it. How can I use it? Like, hey, maybe some like at-risk kids can fucking come here and like learn how to play fucking whatever, some sport.
It also goes back to the
Something like that.
the old parent cliche, like all those rooms. That's a lot of space you got to heat up and pay for.
Well-
Who's gonna pay for? Who's you gonna clean that house?
Like that, I'm fine. If I'm a baller, I can afford that. But it's like,
Got to hire a
if
maintenance
it's gonna
guy.
stay empty, fuck that. I'm like, all right, have like some fucking
Close one.
nice.
Oh, shit.
That could have
Are you
been.
good?
That could have been a lot worse.
Just have like
Is
you
that-
know, you're good.
Do you need...
You're fine. You're fine. I
How
think
long
it's
is
a thing that's not done anymore. So it's kind of like if I had the fucking baller ass like probably like Kid Rock has, I would have sets set up like, oh, look, this is the exact same set from whatever huge budget movie came out. What's the next Marvel
Moon
one?
landing?
Whatever, right?
Dude.
Hey, your mouth to God's ears, kid. But
I would just see what
You hear
the
that,
production
Kubrick?
quality was on a Nosferatu spoof.
exactly, perfect,
Like the new one.
perfect example, and just
I
like.
mean, I would just see what, like,
Yeah.
how, well, like, I mean, you gotta fucking.
And honestly, you can do the porn version for a quarter of what Nosferatu costs.
Absolutely.
If that.
But I would
If
make
that.
it a really high-end spoof. So, yeah, that'd be fucking sweet, dude. And just bring that back. Just bring that shit back. Because I honestly, a couple months ago, I watched a spoof of Wizard of Oz on X videos. And it was completely, it's a mute, you know how Wizard of Oz has songs in it,
What
right?
was the date of release?
I want to say late 2000s.
September 10th, 2001.
Late 2000s, maybe
Never
like
forget.
maybe 08. Like big fake titties were in, so but they
Fuck.
actually
when they did like
but,
the
yeah.
reboot of it.
but
Okay,
the spoof had songs. The one was like the Cowardly Lion thought he was gay. So it was like, maybe I'm gay, but it had like this and like it was well done. And I'm like, I'm watching this as a musical more than I'm watching this as pornography. I would do it that quality, but still have like just disgusting pornography into it. It wouldn't be softcore. It'd be like 4X, not 3X, because I'm a fat guy and I keep it real. But I would bring spoofs like that back. Because that's just like a dead medium. No one does that shit anymore. It's all like 10-second clips and shit like that. I'm like, nah, I'll bring it back to full spoof. And I'm not talking like a 60-minute spoof. I'm talking like it's going to be the exact same length as the movie.
Except with
An
fucking.
hour
With
and-
fucking.
An hour and 38
I can't-
minutes.
I
and
can't wait till
12
the
seconds.
end game spoof.
With really fucking great play on words titles. I would bring that back too.
This whole time I've been trying to workshop a Nosferatu porn title, but I can't.
I
It's
keep
too
trying
hard.
to
No, it's
I
for
know.
fuck
You're
you.
not going to be able to.
Nose for cock too.
That's a
I
good
don't
place
know.
to start.
Yeah, it's better.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Hose Ferratu.
I was thinking something
HOES
Getting
dash
closer.
Or it could
Ferratu.
be like,
hose her.
or it could be like a DP and be like Nosferatu.
And that would be like, you know how like when they're planning out movies,
But there's you can't do that.
they got like
It's just
screenplays, right?
Dracula. It's gotta be the
Screenplays,
fucking
whatever.
main guy.
I would find guys and girls who couldn't get their screenplays picked up by big studios. I'm like, how would you feel if I turned your screenplay into straight pornography? I will give you this amount of money, and it's going to be better.
You're going to qualify for. You're going to qualify. Your guys are going to qualify for SAG.
Yes.
You're going to get all the same benefits.
You sound like Dennis.
And you know
Reynolds
what? I'll
right
give you
now.
points.
And like say,
I'll give you points on the
Say-
production.
and say like, look, if you're going to make like a really just direct to DVD or like Sci-Fi Channel movie, it's like a tenth of a budget of a major Hollywood movie,
Digital release
Right.
only.
right? I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I will.
all right, say the tenth. I will give you a quarter of the budget and come up with the best movie you can, but you just have to include fucking and cum shots. That's all.
Bullpen.
Someone's
That's-
going to take you up on that.
That's the only notes. And people like, look,
I bet that
Bullpen and
happens more
ejaculate.
often than we think.
and like no one's like
Probably.
taking. If you're a screenwriter and no one's buying your scripts, and there's just some fucking fat dummy in a flannel shirt who's like, I'll give you a quarter of this, and
Hey,
they're,
guy.
they're like,
Hey, everybody.
well, I gotta fucking make rent, and like, I'll have these like, and then I'll have like, you have the meetings beforehand, like the screenplay's done, but it's like, all right, well, who do we cast here? Who do we cast? Who plays this part? And then you have one person, or no, I'd say 5 people, whose job is strictly to come up with the most clever title.
You want the other one, Tom?
The most clever title that we can for this movie.
Who's that guy? It's just our EP robot man.
Oh, that's Derek, dude. He's our fucking title guy, and he's just fucking super good.
I was talking about you being present on shoot day.
Oh yeah, I'd be there for every production.
Don't worry about him. That's just robot man.
How funny would that be though? Like the fucking just like rigorous fucking, this huge like physical act, and it's like a 30s like minute scene or whatever, and they're done, and I should be like, yeah, but it just wasn't believable. I like she doesn't look like the fate of the world's in her hands. She just kind of like run it back, and just that'd be fucking hilarious to me. I would just do it like for that,
All
just
that
to make
effort.
myself laugh.
You fucking lost me, dude.
Why?
Because I'm fucking stoned.
You wouldn't want to see? You wouldn't want to see my fucking parodies, dude?
I mean, I'd watch them.
I'd fucking like.
I'd help.
I'd like to make it just like. My whole goal would be to get a better Rotten Tomatoes score than the actual movie itself. Like, you know how like some movies they're just bad, and like they get a Rotten Tomatoes score, and you're like, all right, cool. It's still a big budget, but it's deserved. It's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Now, think about all those movies that get these bad Rotten Tomatoes scores, and just do the same movie but add fucking.
The score's got to go up.
Yeah.
Right?
So say they get like a 30 on Rotten Tomatoes.
So you're talking like
And you
bad
pull-
movies. Like,
Yeah.
what about like the
Here.
80s classic Rad?
Well, first off, did I get a bad Rotten Tomatoes score?
I don't know.
Well, say that movie got like
Nothing but trouble.
that movie fucking rips, dude. What is
Movie
wrong
The
with
rules.
you?
score, it does, but the
Yeah.
score is bad.
But like, okay, say it's got a 30%.
It's
If I can do
Was
a
it
porn
Little
parody
Bobo and-
of nothing,
Little Devil.
and Little Devil.
and it's nothing but BUTT trouble, and I can get a 37% on Rotten Tomatoes, I've done it.
I mean,
I've
Dan
fucking done it.
Aykroyd already had the hog as a nose.
I could
So
honestly
just make it longer.
and now I could probably get him to fuck on film. I'd be like, look, that's what the Zayton aliens want you to do.
this is your freaking moment.
Dude, you want the aliens to come? This is how you do it, buddy. I love Dan Aykroyd so
Yeah,
much.
So do I.
he rules.
He seems
Yeah.
so chill and laid back.
He was awesome when I met him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Oh, fuck. When was that? I don't remember, but my buddy Brent, other long haired kid that I grew up with him, he was like, do you want to, this kid didn't drink at this time. He was a straight edge and shit. He's like, do you want to go to, it was somewhere in like, actually your area. I want to say it was maybe Lancaster area.
Were you also straight edge?
Yes, I was actually.
Okay.
And he was like, do you want to go to Lancaster to this liquor store? I'm like, why? And it was like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
he was.
I know exactly.
it was like a
what you're talking
Wednesday.
about. Yeah.
It was like a Wednesday. I'm like, why would I want to do that? He's like, well, Dan Aykroyd is signing bottles of his whiskey,
Vodka.
vodka
Yeah.
that he's putting out. And I knew about it because it was like Crystal Skull vodka.
Yeah.
And it came in like a fucking sick ass bottle.
I bought it.
And I was just like, yeah, I do. I didn't want to do that.
He did it. He did it like 15 minutes away from my house.
Yeah,
and I
it's
didn't
probably
go.
the same time.
I was just being lazy.
I was young, like I was maybe in my 20s.
I think it's still like how like now
Yeah.
with the Porosos with
Yeah.
Bert and Tom.
He was one of the first to really do that.
Yeah,
And
that's just it.
so Brent and I actually share a bottle of Crystal Skull vodka that neither of us drank. I don't know if maybe it was always at his house. It's like maybe
Like
eventually,
shared custody.
maybe eventually he drank it. I don't know. I kind of fell out of contact with the guy, but yeah, as he's like, I was like, why the fuck would I want to go to a liquor store on Wednesday? What are you fucking nuts? He's like, dude, Dan Aykroyd's there. And I went up there and just asked him questions about like Dragnet, the movie.
Dude.
And he was just
Fuck
fucking,
yeah, dude, with
but
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he was fucking nice as shit.
I know.
And the liquor store, like he did it was like a bigger one, kind of like the Total Wine by me. It was a bigger,
deal.
it was a bigger joint, and there still wasn't an incredible amount of people, and he was just gracious and sweet to every single person that came up to him. Oh, where are you coming from? You know, what's going on with you? And like,
What brought you in?
yeah, this guy fucking rips, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, listening to him talk about aliens is fucking great. He gets fucking passionate.
Yeah, the one, the store he came by me was like outside of Westchester.
It might be the same place I'm talking about. I don't. Yeah, it was up by where you
No,
live.
that's like Lancaster's complete. That's like
That's
an
way
hour.
I'm also bad with geography, but it was Pennsylvania outside of Philadelphia,
Yeah.
but not too far out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it was great. I was like, it was worth waiting in the line for. The fucking bottle was so sick.
It looks like when Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
gave
the
him
Crystal Skull. Yeah.
I was like, motherfucking Dan Aykroyd's got to
Yeah.
be pissed.
Well, that's where he got the idea from.
Well,
Was
yeah.
like that's
I mean,
like
well, that's a
that's
whole
the thing.
That's a
That's- yeah.
whole fucking
The story of crystal skulls
Yeah.
are like a thing.
yeah.
Have you? I don't know if anybody's here.
They really in real life, the real ones are sick.
Yeah, he did an episode of Rogan where he goes into that shit.
Yeah, that was like what 4 years ago.
No, it was way longer. I want to say it was pre-COVID.
Okay.
But the whole time listening, I'm like, I want you to do your own podcast with that dude from fucking Blink-182.
Comes along.
Yeah. I'm like, it would be so good. It would be so... Because, like, Dan Aykroyd's not as batshit as the dude from Blink-182, but he's kind of getting there.
I would like Dan Aykroyd to do like not just focus on aliens, like because with Ghostbusters he wrote that script.
Yeah.
So he's also just as invested in paranormal.
Oh, yeah. He gets into, like...
That's more my bag.
he gets into, like, Mothman, Bigfoot.
Cryptids.
Yeah, all cryptids and alien shit.
Yeah, yeah.
All that shit's, like, in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But
Like,
he's-
the original script for Ghostbusters was supposed to be really fucking dark, and he just like,
That was one of the only movies that give me nightmares.
dude,
First
the
Ghostbusters.
library.
Really?
No, like, and before I'd seen Ghostbusters, I had seen tons of horror movies, right? But the one thing that gave me nightmares was there's a scene in Ghostbusters where a guy gets into a back of a cab, and then the cabbie turns around and it's a skeleton,
Yeah.
and it's not even like a good-looking skeleton,
Yeah.
or a
He's got
scary
the
one.
cabbie hat.
He's got the hat, yeah. And for some reason, like that just kept hitting me in dreams and shit like that. And like, yeah, I had seen other like grotesque movies. I'm like, this is what's fucking me up. This is nuts.
They probably made an action figure out of them.
That and the movie The Frighteners. I don't know if anybody's seen
Dude,
that
yo,
with Michael J.
Peter
Fox.
Jackson.
How is
Was that Peter Jackson?
That's Peter Jackson, brother.
Oh,
it
it's
really?
a fantastic
dude.
movie.
Michael
Oh,
J.
it's
Fox.
so good.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Oh, it's really good.
It's the dude from Reanimator. Is like the villain. Jake Busey.
Yeah,
Dude, it's all sarcastic.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
funny.
it's
It's-
it's funny, but it's actually like a decent.
It's
horror flick,
it's
too.
Great. Yeah.
Like there's like
Sounds
the
cool.
headless corpse had the number 13 carved into its
Well,
forehead.
that's where Bad Luck
Yeah.
got the freaking sample from.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, it is so good. And there's this a part that gave me nightmares. Was like, it was kind of like similar to the Nightmare on Elm Street part where he's coming out of the wall.
When they're going up those steps
And
and it keeps coming out the wall.
Yeah, that part was. I was like, so it's funny, like these weird, like kind of Disney-fied horror movies or horror-esque movies were fucking me up, and I had seen like real deal shit, but that was the stuff I'm like, oh, like what the?
Well, like speaking like shit like that, like I love the movie The Haunting.
Yeah.
Remember that like
Yes.
corny '90s
Yes.
piece of shit, like with the haunted house. It was like
I don't
Liam
know it.
Neeson,
Who was the
Lily
girl?
Tomlin.
Goddamn. It,
The mom from The Conjuring was the main character, and like Liam Neeson, and where the house was fucking alive.
yeah.
It was
it's
a remake.
It's
of like
pretty hokey, but yeah, it was still decent. But the first movie to ever give me nightmares. I don't know if anybody's seen this movie. It's a movie called Beastmaster.
dude, fuck yeah.
It's kind of like a Conan
Yeah.
rip.
Are you talking about the dudes who would fucking grab you and suck you in?
Yes. That fucked me up. And there's a part where like Beastmaster had like all these animals that were like his bros, right?
Yeah, the ferrets.
And the ferrets would like he was like up on this place and he's like up on this place and he's like just held captive. And the ferrets come down and like start chewing the ropes that are holding his hands in place. And then they fall into this pit of fire.
And then he had the badass fucking.
And now I'm just like losing my mind because like these poor ferrets that just saved him have died. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
And when they're not saving him, they're just in his crotch, little.
Yeah.
It's just
You know how like Never-Ending Story, how bummed out you got when that horse sank in the
you do
shit?
not talk about that.
So when the fucking
Alright.
ferrets,
We don't talk about
when
the
the
pit of
ferrets went to the fire in
Good mood,
Beastmaster,
okay.
when the ferrets went to the fire in Beastmaster, I was just like, oh wow, what the fuck? Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
That movie fucked me up. And Return to Oz,
Oh yeah. Well, Return to Oz.
that was creepy
That's
as
a
fuck.
bad acid trip.
That's a fucked up movie.
But it had my
The roller
fucking-
guys?
My first crush is in that movie.
Veruza Balk,
Yeah, but I didn't. that
ugly as hell,
That's
Wrong.
ugly as hell. But
Incorrect.
anyway.
But I still would, because she's looks like a dirty bird. But yeah, Return to Oz is just like
Yeah, it's
such
a
a
bad acid trip.
it's fucked up.
He's gonna sit here and insult Vicky Valancourt in this house.
Dude.
She
Yeah.
showed me her boobies, and I love them too. But it's like this was like her. She was young as fuck in
Dude,
this one though.
but that's just it. That's I don't count that. Like the craft is when I found her.
The queen of the like in this Return to Oz. I don't know, have you seen it? The queen is this
Yeah.
chick that has like this. She has
You're
like this
bored.
weird head, right? It's just kind of weird, and it has like this thing that separates it from her body. And then she goes into this room, and it's just this wall of heads, and she just pulls hers off, puts it in a case, pulls out another one, puts it back on, and it's the most disturbing shit you've ever seen in your entire life. It is fucked up. It's a crazy fucking movie.
It was like a big deal when it was released.
How many? It was mad years after, because Veruza Balk's in it for Christ's sake, so she had to be born by.
I
then.
want to say it was like 89,
Yeah,
88,
ago? Huh.
89.
Veruza Balk was probably like 12 when
Yeah,
she did
12,
the movie.
13.
But it's fucking dark.
Yeah. She was Dorothy.
Yeah, It's a
Wow.
fucked up
But
movie.
yeah, it's a badass trip.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, dude. It is a fucking walking nightmare.
I've written down 3 movies then.
I don't know if that's streaming anywhere.
It's gotta be. That was.
It wasn't a popular movie.
Yeah, but like shit like that with like studios.
But then
a
again,
big studio put that out.
but you know when that came out, how crazy I've been like, oh, I'm gonna show my kids this. This is a sequel to Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
That kid, kids like me, I was like, oh, what the fuck? What have I just watched?
Because it came out around the same time as The Wiz.
Yeah.
So it was like
I wonder if the rights expired or something, and maybe it was easy to get. I don't know.
It's possible, very possible.
1985, and it's on Disney Plus.
There you go.
I don't have Disney Plus anymore, but
Me neither.
It's
oh shit, I have somebody else's password.
so do I.
I was gonna say I'd give you mine.
Shout out my boy Kenny. But yeah, it's just
Thank you,
it's
Gavin.
it's a fucked up movie. It is fucked. Oh, like even like
It might
all
be-
her
it's probably
all her
gotta be on YouTube.
like the main
Like a decent rip of it.
the main fucking
1, 2,
like
3 movies.
the main like not the main bad guy because that's this queen chick, but is just these guys that have like their arm like their hands are like fused to this wheel and so are their feet, so they just roll around like that
But it's like the Marilyn Manson shit where they're like on stilts, like
the arms are super long, the legs are super long,
stilts, and they're like gangly and like all deformed looking.
and like Dorothy's fucking friends in it. There's a robot,
Yeah.
and then that Jack Pumpkinhead, which is a scarecrow with a pumpkin for a head, and inside his head is a chicken that can lay. I think she lays like these weird eggs and shit. But it's seriously, it's a fucking strange ass.
It sounds like it was.
crazy.
It sounds like it was written by.
Yeah.
It sounds like it was written by a child.
No, it's written by a fucking insane person. It's
Give it a watch.
a weird fucking movie.
It's been a while since I've watched it. Also,
It was terrifying to me. I was like, this is fucked. Like, this is taking years off my life.
you know what? Like, randomly scared the shit out of me growing up. Like, because I thought, like, if it happened to me, I would never be able to get back home. Was fucking Flight of the Navigator.
True.
Like, if I got
Was
the
that-
spaceship.
Was that the one with Lou Gossett Jr.?
No. Flight of the Navigator was the freaking kid with black hair.
And he finds like an alien spaceship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't that
No,
Lou
it
Gossett
wasn't.
Jr. as the alien?
I'm
No,
all-
that's Enemy Mine. He played the alien.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Flight of the Navigator.
I was thinking
is
of
kinda
Iron
similar.
Eagle.
Yeah. Flight of the Navigator is similar though. It's like this kid
Wait,
finds like an
Lou
alien
Gossett
spaceship.
Jr. was Iron Eagle too, right?
Yeah, yes he was.
All right,
Yes he was.
All right.
Shout out Iron Eagle.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
First movie scene that ever fucked me up will always be Johnny Depp getting pulled into the bed and
Oh,
Nightmare on Elm
Nightmare.
Street.
Yeah.
'Cause I laid down that night and
Yeah.
I was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping.
Now, like shit like that didn't
I will
fuck
sit
me
up,
up.
thank you.
But shit like The Frighteners and Return to Oz fucked me up. To where like I was like the kind of like things like not only am I like up at night, like I want to go find my mother. Like I need her to sit with me for at least 18 hours while I recover from this. I was afraid to go to sleep the next night. It's just
I'll call my mom right now and ask her.
Sharice.
No, be like, yo, dude, like, how long did Freddie keep me up at night as a kid? And she was like, I wanted to kill your motherfucking ass.
I'll ask
I
my
can't go to sleep.
see. I'll ask
can't go
my
to sleep.
I'll ask my mother that. It's like how bad did Jason or Freddy or Chucky keep me up? She's like nowhere near as bad as the first Ghostbusters. I was like, yeah, you're right. But the second Ghostbusters did nothing but entertain the shit out of me.
What a great
The
movie.
second one.
He is Vigo. That's a nice little accent you got there, buddy. Where are you from? The Upper West Side?
Did Bobby Brown really have to go that hard with the song for Ghostbusters too?
It's so
It's
good.
so fucking good.
They call the Ghostbusters. You're like, oh, jeez. It's
Yeah,
so
he went
fucking
there.
good, dude.
Talented man.
What's better, that like Bobby Brown's song from Ghostbusters 2 or Vanilla Ice's song from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Bobby Brown.
Vanilla Ice.
You don't think Ninja Rap is good?
Ninja Rap's good, but on our own, Bobby Brown is
On our own is
club
crazy,
banger.
dude.
Yeah.
True.
I guess. Yeah. Come on.
I'm going Ninja Rap.
Come on now.
Because that was like,
Control.
like
He didn't have to go that hard, but he did.
He didn't have to throw harmonies in there like you son of a bitch.
This is Bobby
went-
from New Edition. Are we
Yeah.
kidding me?
This is pre-crack Bobby Brown, dude.
Yeah, he
this is
snapped
my
with that one.
prerogative, Bobby.
Do you remember? Oh, dude, that's another thing that's fucking gone from movies is
Soundtracks?
that and like
A great
people
song.
like rappers, solo musicians, stuff actually writing a song based on the movie.
an original
Oh, yeah.
movie
And not
song.
just giving you a song they would have written anyway and giving it to you for the soundtrack. Another one it reminds me of is MC Hammer did a song for the Addams Family movie.
Too legit? Or not?
Remember the Addams Family rap he did?
Adam's Family. How'd it go?
They do what they want to do, dance how they want to dance. And like, and it was like the Addams Family. Da 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 da. I was like, dude,
I mean, that riff is pretty.
I
Like,
just remember
no one
they
comes
do what
in and,
they
like-
wanna do, say what they want.
what to say? Laugh how they kick and they slap a friend. It's like, and like, there's still soundtracks, but like they wrote that song about the movie for the movie. I'm like, that's dedication.
It's like when they create like a fictional band for a film that has a couple songs.
Like the Cannibal Corpses.
no, like I was thinking more specifically like a Goofy movie, how they made the band Powerline.
And they fucking didn't they make a? I think this is going
It was-
back.
it
This is
was
actually before my time, but
Fronted by Tevin Campbell.
I think they actually made a band for Grease. I think they actually made up a band for that movie
don't know.
to appear in the movie and shit. It's an old John Travolta movie.
I know what
Oh, like
Grease
you're talking
is.
about the actual movie.
Yeah, I think they actually made up a band that performed in the movie and wrote stuff for the movie.
What
Like,
was the band though?
I don't remember what they were called.
bunch of session guys, or like
Nah, I think a lot of times they would also do this thing where they would take bands. It's like, look, you're still this band, but you're going to change your name and do this song in this thing. Like, well, Cannibal Corpse wasn't Cannibal Corpse; it was Cannibal Corpses.
we're not going to sign any
Yeah.
paperwork.
Yeah, and sure, they're up there just playing Hammer Smash Face, but it's like,
Well,
and
that
Jim-
was Ace Ventura, right?
yeah, Jim Carrey goes up there and does a little dance. One of the last times I saw.
wish that cutscene fucking
Oh.
got made to the movie.
One of the last times, I think you were with me, Brent.
Yeah.
We went and saw Cannibal Corpse Napalm Death
Shit, that
in Philly.
was a while ago.
Well, I think Magruder Grind and Immolation. And during Cannibal Corpse, there was a kid done up
Oh,
in Ace Ventura.
yeah.
Like the full gelled hair and everything.
Fuck yeah.
and they brought. Like,
Oh,
they brought him up on
he-
stage for it.
Dude, I was like, this kid fucking committed.
That's not
He
bad.
did it. I was like, nice, dude.
I was like,
I'm
that
in on
kid is
that,
going to
yeah.
remember this
Yeah.
night for the rest.
And he
of
gets
his
up there
life.
and does the
yeah,
that. I was like, dude,
Wow.
fuck yeah, dude.
yeah. It was.
Yeah, it rules.
You fuck with Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, absolutely.
John
Jack-
Carpenter, the
Yeah.
Coupe de Villes doing the
Yeah.
theme song at the
Yeah.
end. So cool.
And it's like a made up band.
Yeah,
It's
made up
Isn't
band
it like
for
just
the
John
movie.
Carpenter?
No,
Didn't he
it was him
write
and
that
three other
song?
guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
he wrote the song.
Well, he
Tell
does.
him the checks in the mail.
I have a
One of
really
my
good.
favorite
I was like,
movies.
I have a really positive outlook towards this. It's like that's great, man. What a great movie.
It's so good.
I wish John Carpenter did more movies like that.
It's all in the reflex.
He made all the best movies.
I
he
would-
did.
That was
I'll-
supposed to be a sequel to something, and I forget what it was supposed to be a sequel to.
Buckaroo Banzai. I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
I
right.
forgot about
Another
I
fantastic
love that fucking movie.
Buckaroo Banzai across the eighth dimension.
I'm so,
So
mad
bad,
I
but
missed
so
him
good.
the last time he came around. Like the last two times he came
I
around.
want to see him while he's
Man.
still here.
Just doing the music, you know.
I was just going to ask. I thought he died recently, but yeah. Buckaroo Banzai
kicking.
was another movie my dad and I fucking loved
that was
watching together.
Val Kilmer, right?
Peter Weller.
Peter Weller,
Oh,
RoboCop,
yeah.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum done up as a cowboy in that movie.
John Lithgow played the John Big Booty.
Big booty.
And that whole like fucking end segment, that song is like do 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 do. Like yeah, that song is so fucking good.
I love that movie.
What a great movie. I've been reading a lot of old comics from my collection recently, and one of the things that's a real treat is on the back of them. There's always like movie advertisements and stuff like that. Like recently, I just found it was a movie advertisement for Under Siege 1,
Hell yeah.
which is
Nice.
sick. But one I found, it was a movie I loved when it came out, and it was another thing me and my dad loved together, was The Adventures of Ford Fairlane Rock and Roll Detective. Does anyone
Dice
remember this movie?
The Dice movie.
It's a
Yeah.
Dice movie. Dice Clay. This movie.
Well, I know
His
Ford
big credit.
Fairlane.
The main bad guy, one of the main bad guys,
But was it him not doing the Dice character?
I think he still
somewhat,
kinda was.
somewhat,
Like, you know,
because he's
like-
not a great actor,
Yeah.
but
why?
somewhat, yeah. And his best friend in it is Gilbert Gottfried, but the villains in the movie are Wayne Newton and Robert England.
I mean, fuck Wayne Newton
It
from
is-
fucking National Lampoon's Vegas.
It is
Trip.
such a funny movie. And I'm like, dude, I need to rewatch that again. It is so fucking good. And Ed O'Neill is like, he obviously Ford Fairlane's the rock and roll detective,
Yeah.
but Ed O'Neill is like a real detective. Like he's a cop,
If it has Ed O'Neill in it,
but
then I'll-
he's also a retired disco singer who had a hit single in the 70s called Booty Time.
please
so
tell
every
me
time-
there's a performance.
Yes, he does. Every time Ford Fairlane comes across Ed O'Neill, he's like, "What was that fucking song you used to sing? The booty, booty, booty." And then he has to go into the song like every time. It's fucking hysterical. It is such a funny movie, and I don't think anybody knows about
Send
it.
me a link to that, please, or just
Yeah,
text
I
me
will.
the name of it.
I will.
I will.
It's got to be streaming somewhere.
I'll find it.
It's like an action cop movie, but it's just funny as shit. Like,
Sounds up my alley.
yeah.
Sold.
Just like and he has like of course they partner him with a hot chick, and when she comes to the door to wake him up in the morning, he's got a boner and his pants is like sticking straight out. He's like, "I'm sorry," he wakes up about 20 minutes before I do. Oh, and shit like that. But it's fucking a funny fucking movie. It is so good.
Does he have studs on his jacket?
Yes, Of course.
Of course he does.
All right, sold.
Okay.
He also does a musical number. He also does a musical number in it too. It's fucking sweet. It's great. You got something on your paper there, bud?
No, this is just homework.
Oh, you want pee break first?
Let's get to this homework, brother.
Let's get that homework, son.
You got it. You got it, boss.
So you say. Coffee, just like to drink, only spelt different. Each week, Tom and I assign each other a piece of music and a piece of comedy to report back on the following week, and we also ask our guest at the time to take part in it. Last week, we had stand-up comedian Chris Bacchus, who you can find at Chris Bacchus Comic on Instagram. Go check him out. Give him a follow. He brought us a demo from a New Jersey band called Who Remembers.
Who remembers?
And it is very eloquently titled Hardcore Demo.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, simple, hardcore demo. Short and to the point and plenty angry. 5 out of 10, but whoever mixed and mastered this is a total fucking asshole. The vocals are too loud and the music is too quiet. And it's almost to the point where it's like, I don't think anybody mixed or mastered this.
Probably not. It's a demo.
I've mixed and mastered every demo I've ever done. But yeah, it's...
Whatever, college boy.
You see the vibe and you see the songs and you're like... And you're like, all right, this is cool. It's like, but if you had polished it just slightly, it'd have been so much more powerful.
I actually gave it the exact same score. 5 out of 10. I listened 2 times in a row. The standout to me is actually the vocal of the record, because it's mixed so poorly or because it sounds the way it does.
It's way louder than everything else.
But it's also good for what it is. Musically, it's adequate. Nothing sticks around long enough to be boring. Very well done. The songs AOTY and Space Program were my favorites.
Yeah.
I even heard a well-placed Bust It.
Yeah.
And before I knew it, it was fucking over. So it actually left me wanting some more.
You got me hook, line, and sinker with the Busted.
You don't hear it
I
often,
think
and that's good.
I think total, it was a 5-minute demo.
Probably.
Yeah, that's about it. In and out.
Yeah.
I definitely listened to it twice.
It was good. It's like, dude, but if you just brought the vocals here or the music up to the match the vocals, dude.
I'd like to see where they go.
Absolutely.
My review is just literally like, I just want to see what's next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's see. Okay.
Yeah. If this
Granted, that was like probably some MacBook shit.
Sure. I've done it.
And yeah, we all have.
That's pretty much how I felt about it too. I mean, first off, the singer of that band. First off, I think it's funny that the band's called Who Remembers, and the tagline's Who Remembers Hardcore, because the dude who sings in that band was -4 years old when I went to my first show.
Right.
So it's like, I remember. But he's
It's
like, yo,
always
dude.
posting dope-ass music on Facebook.
Yeah.
He seems like a really cool kid, and he's so young. Seeing him do it now, it's like, you're going to do something cool one day, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a cool start. I liked it.
Whether it be the next Who Remembers release or something further down the line. Yeah.
Post 9/11 hardcore singers.
I'm comfortable in the uncle corner.
Yeah.
If my math is right, he was born in 08, I believe.
Jesus fucking
It's funny as shit.
I was almost done high school.
It's like, Who Remembers is like, what, last week? Yeah, sure you remember, dude.
Yeah.
I had Tommy Pickles.
Dun, 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 dun,
Tommy
dun.
Pickles would fucking be a sick front man, dude.
He probably don't even know who Tommy Pickles is.
True.
That's what
He ain't from that Tommy Pickles era, son. He also brought me, this is going to be a very short review,
Yep.
No, it's not.
E-Town
No, it's
Concrete's
not.
Second Coming.
The second coming.
After all these years, it still fucking sucks. 0 out of 10. Now,
Thank God.
here, all right, like, I'll keep it real here. When the demo tapes, the E-Town demo tapes, which, yes, I'm old and I remember them, were cool. Like, they had these weird, like, rap tracks, but you just fucking, you waited them out, and, like, the actual straight up just, like, hardcore songs were cool. They had cool riffing, and, like, even the rap parts were shouted and, like, kind of, like, harshly, so it was like, all right, this fucking rocks, dude. And then Time to Shine came out, and other than the straight up rap songs or the weird rapping over acoustic guitars, like, the straight, like, just regular hardcore songs were cool. And they actually had some cool riffs and some cool, like, breakdowns and shit. And then Second Coming came out. I was like, all right, we'll see where they go. And I'm like, no. This was when they started, like, really because they were like getting.
You don't like rap.
They were. That's true. That's another one of the things. Like it's definitely true. And in the caveat of this thing is like they also started like hanging out with a lot of new metal bands, and it kind of shines through in that, and then like the further shit. But I was just like,
that's where like the roller coaster hit the tracks.
Yeah, but it's like after Time to Shine, like they had like I forget what the name of that EP was that came after. But I think it had Shady.
For War?
No, I think it had that song Shady on it, and you're like, all right, cool, this is all right. And then the fucking Second Coming came out, and yeah, Shady was on it. It was a fine song, and then I was like, the rest of this is just. They had a song with Jamie Haybried on it that wasn't awful, but then they had a song with some new metal dink, and I was like, this is no. And then it was just like a downward spiral from there, and then they just stopped doing hardcore altogether. And I was like, yeah, E-Town's no, I'm good.
The first song, Soldier, pretty cool. But the last thing I expected was that fucking jazz break in the middle all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And the momentum was like... So 19 years without you. Learn to play catch. Ride my bike without you. Somehow this whole band makes sense now.
What, daddy issues?
And the rapping is just... like... It's like... I like some... It's one thing to rap, but it's just...
Look... I don't like rap. I'm sorry to sidetrack you, but I don't like rap. But for a guy who honestly, like, he was young when that band started. For a guy that's just a hardcore kid or quote unquote hardcore kid to rap, for that, he's a decent rapper. As like you pair him against other rappers, he stinks. But
You
for
would
like
probably even say that.
but for a hardcore guy, he was decent. He was good. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Brother.
I know you're fucking down, dude. But yeah.
I mean, look at him.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You finish. I'm sorry.
I said, when Chris said I was hoping the next words out of his mouth were going to be Renaissance. Instead of this record. But this is new metal and like rock with heavy hardcore vocals on top. Honestly, I didn't have so much fun getting through this. It was pretty rough. I even tried again a second time later and still just one out of 10.
I think his vocals are good.
I don't.
Like his actually shouted vocals.
That's different.
Are pretty good.
That's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that all day.
Is anybody else? Oh, you two are both.
Brent, how do you feel about E-Town?
Yeah, tell us how you really feel.
I don't know. This record has a very sentimental shit for me.
Yeah.
Like growing up, it was just like me, my mom, and my sister. Like I have an older sister, and
She got big tits too.
shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
Not the time.
But we would do hey, let's all get together and go to the shore on the first week of September. It was end of season, blah blah blah.
Damn, nobody does that.
But we would go to Stone Harbor or Avalon, blah blah blah.
Avalon rules.
It's nothing crazy. We're not partying. It's literally let's just have some peace and quiet. And we went. I think I was 17 or 18. She was about to go to school. I'm fucking a maniac at that time, and I walked into a record store and found The Second Coming.
On that trip?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and I annoyed the fuck out of them from Stone Harbor to Coatesville, Pennsylvania with that. And they still talk about it.
It's honestly weird how much shit you could for some reason Jersey Shore record stores somehow had
It was like a hippie record store.
yeah,
too.
but it still somehow had hardcore records that you were looking for and couldn't find in your store or somewhat locally. It's why did it always turn up at the Jersey Shore?
I literally was like, dude, I'm gonna go take a walk and smoke
Yeah.
a joint and just take some time to myself.
Yeah.
You guys
Take
fucking
a
show
walk.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, there's a record store. Let me see.
Yeah.
And
I found out about the band His Hero Is Gone in Ocean City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
That fucking
There you
toilet
go.
water.
I love
Yeah.
that band.
There you go.
Incredible record.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the store, but it was in down like Delaware. It was like
Sensations.
I don't think it was on the boardwalk in Rehoboth, but it was kind of like one street off, and it's so what do they call it? Like the cutout. Remember cutout tapes?
Yeah.
The ones that had like the case would always have like the something was fucked up about it that they couldn't sell in regular
Have, like,
stores.
a stamp out of it. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And for some reason, that place would just have like all these records that I was just looking for, whether it be punk, hardcore, just random noise shit. Like for some reason, they had it where like my local record stores did not. And I was like,
I wonder why.
why
It's a beautiful thing.
at Rehoboth Beach of all places?
Dude, I love Rehoboth. Dude.
That's what fucking-
Rehoboth rips.
That's what Max and all them guys used to love about Rehoboth too.
Yeah.
That's why they stayed there for so fucking
Yeah.
long.
I remember, like, I would go down to stay with like Ben Mox.
Yep,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The Mox brothers,
And, like,
same thing.
Their dad was a contractor. So
Still
they
is.
had- yeah, and they had that house, and like that was awesome.
That house fucking rules. I
Yeah.
love those guys.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
But that one store, it was actually right next to some. It was like a tape and CD store, but it was also had like weird shit, like tons of weird like shit shaped like mushrooms, candles,
This makes all the
hippie
sense in the
dork
world.
shit.
Let me
Yeah.
ask you this, because
Okay.
like you're older than me.
I am.
Wildwood Boardwalk. Do you remember the metal magazine Pit?
Yeah, yeah,
It was like it looked like the Spawn writing.
yeah.
They had a storefront on the Wildwood Boardwalk.
Was it up a flight of stairs?
No, it was like full blown. Like walk in. Like I still have a Slayer shirt from there. Like
Because there was a
No,
spot
I don't remember
called
that.
Swirled World.
Swirl World.
I've been
was
there.
in City,
I've been there.
Maryland.
Swirl World was in Delaware too.
Yeah, that was
Delaware,
like, I
too.
see. I know that from
Yeah, I
Ocean
don't-
City, Maryland.
Swirl World was one of those places.
But it was called the Pit.
That's
Swirl World, you could find like
Yeah.
music, but you could also find bongs.
I remember
Yeah.
sending Pat, like they had a Queensway shirt. And I was like, yo, dude, y'all got a fucking hookup at Swirl World? He was like, bootleg.
Honestly,
But I bought
We're
a fucking,
secondhand.
But I bought In Love There, or In Battle There Is No Love, or whatever.
Swirl World, I got the last Torn Apart CD there.
Okay. That case.
Songs for the Broken Hearted, whatever the fuck it was called. I got the Brothers Keeper Disembodied split there.
There you go.
I got a bunch of like weird hardcore records there, and it was weird because they were always in the metal section around like shit that came out in like 1990, like early 90s and shit like that. You're like, what the hell is this doing here?
Still blows my mind that the singer from Brothers Keeper just owns.
I think he's a
fucking-
tattooer now.
Yeah, he owns a church in Philly.
Yeah, I know he.
Wow.
I knew he moved to
Yeah.
Philly a long
Yeah.
time ago, but
Tax
Yeah,
exempt entities.
he had a band. I think I was based out of Philly called the AKAs.
No, that's his wife.
That's his wife.
Yeah, his wife was in it.
Wasn't he in it too?
Was he? Probably. If
I
that
thought
makes
so.
sense. If they,
I think he might have played
Yeah.
bass.
I just know her from like she's a hairdresser
Yeah,
and shit. So.
but yeah, he just stopped doing music altogether. I'm like, dude, that sucks.
Yeah, dude,
You
that
rule.
church is sick.
Nice.
What's
I'm,
it? It's
he's a
like Forever
sweet dude. I'm glad he's
Valentine?
doing really good.
Forever
That was-
Valentine's a tattoo shop.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
tattooist.
Okay.
That's why he stopped doing music to do tattoos.
I mean,
He's seriously like one of the sweetest guys in the entire world.
But I just remember I was like, Brothers Keeper.
Mhm.
Oh, no shit.
One of the most underrated hardcore bands from Pennsylvania ever.
And that's at Erie.
All right.
what else we got?
Do you want to get into what I got you or what you brought me?
Well,
Do you want me to go first?
yeah.
All right. Musically, you're going to have to pronounce this again because I don't know how to pronounce it. The
Jailed.
Jailed. It's Gaoled for anybody listening.
It's like gold, but the letters are flipped around.
Yeah, but the vowels are flipped. The album's called Bestial Hardcore. Little core, little PV, little crusty. Dogs on the cover. Shit rules. 7.5 out of 10. The main man, fucking Stephen Greathouse, sent me this, and I enjoyed it quite a bit.
His album of the year last year.
Yeah, it's very good. Just
I couldn't stop listening.
kind of
to it.
downbeat, kind of like all the Stinky Boy shit you want to listen to.
The
And,
crusty
like,
shit.
Just 4 songs, quick songs, and it's just a fucking hitter.
Yeah,
And
I couldn't stop listening.
it's nothing that's gonna blow your mind creatively, but it's just right on every level you want it to be on. And it was like, dude, fuck yeah.
It's a refreshing banger.
Yes, exactly. It's a no-brainer banger too. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Did you guys get a chance to jam it?
Yeah. 8 out of 10. Fucking awesome hardcore.
Yeah.
We'll listen to it again. All the parts were in the right place, I felt like. You know, they didn't overdo anything. It was fast. It was mid-paced. It was slow. It was great. Big fan, so yeah.
Australian.
Australia, that's okay. That was my
tight.
next question.
Well, good day, mate.
Does anybody have any idea what the name means?
It's the same definition as Jailed. It's just another way of spelling it.
Oh,
Interesting.
I looked it up.
I learned something.
Because I was like, what the fuck is this word? How do I say it?
Comedy-wise, you brought me a dude. I think he released this on his own.
Yes, Sean.
Sean Murphy. The special is called Neil. It's available on YouTube. Go support guys putting their own specials on their own YouTubes. It's a very, he's out there working, so go hook him up. But this review is very short. Damn, this guy stinks. 1 out of 10. I didn't laugh. I gave it a 1 just because I'm like, this dude fucking just filmed one of his sets. I think it was a Helium, right?
Must have been a Portland one or something.
Yeah, because it
was
it had the Helium backdrop.
It was Portland.
Yeah,
I remember
and I was
that.
like, so I wanted to really like it just because he was like a dude kind of doing his own thing. It was really DIY, really kind of grassroots. I'm like, all right, this guy's a worker. I really want to. So I gave the thumbs up. I put a comment in to help his algorithm out and shit like that. And I really wanted it to be funny, but nothing hit. But it wasn't bad to the point where I turned it off. I went through the whole special.
Well, you'll punish yourself with anything just because. So.
Well,
That's not a consolation.
it's part of the job. It's part of the whole
is
thing.
it?
Here. It is, yes. I gotta be fair. So yeah, you gotta fucking listen to all the album and all the special. So that's what I expect of other people. So this is
with material.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's true.
and I also wanted to do it just out of respect to him. Like I said, the fact that he's like a guy doing it on his own. Fuck that. This is his dream. I'm gonna fucking watch the whole special, give him a full view on this. Yeah.
Yawned
So.
75 times already.
Yeah, you're a sleepy boy.
I worked overnight last night. It was hard.
Yeah, night shifts are hard to get fucking used to.
What hours are you doing?
It was only once. It was 10 to 6.
See, that'll throw you off for like 2 fucking weeks.
Exactly.
I did that
Yeah.
shit for 3.5 years.
Fuck
Oh.
that.
I was a vampire.
Yeah. Dude, when I fucking worked for BJ's Wholesale, but I used to do inventory once a month, and you would have to do an overnight for inventory.
At Whole Foods, I would do
paid extra.
inventory.
Fuck me up for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Whole
Always 3
Foods,
off.
I would do
Oh, yeah.
inventory with grocery once a quarter.
Yeah.
Overnight,
Yeah.
though?
Overnight, 9 to 5.
Wouldn't it fuck you up for like a day or two?
But you knew about it coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
But you also like prepared, like you nap like a motherfucker leading up to it.
Tried to.
Yeah.
When I first started at my job, it was like you did first shift for a month.
I did that
you did
this time.
Second shift for a month. You did third shift for a month.
I couldn't do that. I would rather have the same shift day in, day out.
Well, most people would. Yeah.
And then our third shift guy got fired, and guess who took over?
This guy.
You Oh no! You got a promotion.
Yeah. even when I was working for ShopRite,
Guess what, Brent? You're gonna get a steady schedule. How good does that sound? You're like, fuck yeah.
When I
They're
was
like,
cut-
Yo,
but
that saves so much money.
when I was working in the meat department at ShopRite, I would do a week 6 to 2, and then do the next week 12 to 8, noon to 8 o'clock at night, and that would fuck me up. So if they had thrown in a fucking night shift, I'd have been like, I'm done. I can't do this.
I'd be like, dude, I'll do it, and then just fucking work through it.
That's the smart.
Do too.
It sucks, but the smart thing to do, seriously, if you only have to do it once, stay up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay up the next
Don't
day.
stop moving.
Bite the bullet.
Don't
Just-
stop moving.
Go nuts on caffeine as much as you can, and then go to bed like 2 hours early the next night.
well,
But yeah,
some caffeine, sure, yeah, but
yeah.
protein, not a lot of carbs is what will really keep you.
No, carbs will fuck you up. You'll be out on your ass.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
eat
saying.
like a fucking bird at work.
Me too.
Yeah. Like I can't do like I see dudes like
It interrupts my momentum.
crushing
Yeah.
things, fucking personal
yeah.
pizzas.
No way.
I'll be sleeping.
Not
I
a
can't
chance.
do
I'm
it.
out. Like don't ask me for.
That's why I
shit.
don't eat. I don't eat a breakfast. If I eat a
That's it.
breakfast, it's like a granola bar or a yogurt.
Yeah.
I have to be so hungry to eat breakfast.
Because if I eat anything of substance in the morning, I ain't gonna be able to do shit.
Yep.
Like I'll go to work, but I won't be worth a damn. Well, what did I bring you, buddy?
You
Sorry.
It's fine.
you got me a comedy special and an album, so I'll start with the comedy because we just talked about it. But you gave me something I didn't even realize came out. It was Nimesh Patel's special, you could say. No pork halal Chinese food YouTube special. My notes are as this. I said, I quote. He said, "I just taped my Netflix special, so next year's prices will be a lot higher. When I'm on the road and I run into another Patel, he's like, 'Hey, brother, why don't you come back to my house? My wife will make you dinner.' He's like, 'I'm not eating your wife's dinner. Let me see a picture.' You know you went to and
That was a good one.
You
Yeah.
know you went to high school in New Jersey when your graduating class is like Patel, 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 Patel. Why is everybody mad at Hunter Biden? Coke and hookers? Somebody's living that life right now, and their dad's not doing shit." Yeah, I stormed the Capitol, and he goes, "Good to see you again, sir." But I wore a mask, so they thought I was Italian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're from Vermont, you syrup monkey. Oh,
Oh,
you're,
it's new racial slurs.
you're,
Yeah.
oh, you're from
Racial
Phoenix. You're from Phoenix, you sand cracker. I like to talk shit to the president. Hey, Donnie, what'd you have for breakfast? All of it?
Dude, as a fat person, that's been given to me, and honestly, you can't get mad because it's that funny.
Well, people think they're going to hurt my feelings. Go eat some curry. Why wouldn't I do that? Good one, Steve. Go get addicted to heroin.
Dude, that I did a
that fucked me up.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like watching a special, but more so just like a great show. And I had no fucking clue he had a kid, but I gave this a 9. I thought it was fucking fantastic.
I think it was kind of like a material burn.
He's burning his material.
that hasn't been put in a special. So he's kind of like, all right, I got this Netflix thing coming out, so let's burn all the old material that I didn't make the special. Here you go. And the title is fucking fantastic. And I
Yeah.
like the fact that he's like, why is there so many Patels? He's like, I don't know. We be fucking.
Yeah.
Did you guys check it out?
I did watch that one.
Yeah.
It was funny. I
Yeah.
liked it.
He's very fucking good.
And it was filmed in New Brunswick, New Jersey, too, which is awesome.
Yeah. Was it Stress Factory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there yesterday.
You're at Stress Factory?
No.
Oh, New Brunswick. Okay.
My 2 things was the no shit you got cancer from a USB stick.
He loves the Stress Factory. Well, he's from out there.
Yeah, it's
so.
his spot. Yeah.
And then my other line that had me fucking dying is like, has anybody asked Elon how he likes being the first lady?
That was good.
that got me a little good one.
Our new president, Elon. Jesus Christ.
No. And you also brought me a record that kind of shocked me coming from you a little bit. The band was Type Armor, Revolutions in Kula. I don't know how to say it either, but
Secula.
sure.
Evan-
From Evan Williams.
Evan
yes.
brought me this one.
We know.
Fuck you.
This is music for people who got more than a solid 7 hours of uninterrupted sleep at night on a 2,200 calorie a day diet, got their 10,000 steps in, adequate caffeine intake, and just enough sugar. It's definitely grinding as fuck. You sure you liked this? Even with the glitchy song and the glitchy parts in song number 5, the title track was a smidge annoying, just a little. It reminds me a lot of Noel. Very harsh HM2 riffs, and I thought this was fucking great. Also gave that a 9. I loved it.
Yeah. I don't like the super smarty pants shit, but if it's done extremely well, it's
It was.
undeniable.
It was.
Well, you and I talked about
Yeah,
it.
you had texted me just like 2 weeks before, and I put it off for a day or two. When I listened to it, I was like, this does not sound like something you would like. I would figure you would call this homework.
Yeah, smarty
School.
pants.
Yeah. I thought it was fucking sweet, though. I gave it 8 out of 10.
And
Little, like you said, that title track did get a little grating.
Yeah.
But
That's
overall, it was sweet.
You had brought up is like, like I'm surprised you like this, and like it's also surprised me that you like Malignancy. It's like
That did surprise me.
that's one of the things. Is like
Who doesn't?
if it's
Who doesn't?
if it's done extremely well, yeah, the smart tech shit is fucking dope.
It is.
Yeah, it's like you can't fuck. It's like old ass Dillinger. It's like it's
so
yeah,
fucking good.
It's fucking
So
nerd
good.
shit, but god damn it, they're good at it. So yeah,
It's like
Malignancy's real big brain shit.
yeah. I actually got some burnout fucking got stoked because I was wearing a Malignancy shirt at the grocery store. Like this is like months ago.
did he throw him up?
Dude, he did. He's like,
Throw him up?
he said Malignancy. Yeah.
I
It was the Interuterine Cannibalism album cover shirt. He's like, yeah.
I never get more compliments on a band shirt than I do when I wear my Dillinger shirt. Because it's an
Yeah.
old Calculating Infinity shirt.
It's the
Sick.
actual.
The album art.
Dude, I bought it from fucking Relapse.
I want a bigger one
North
so
and
bad.
South, like from the actual.
That store was so cool.
Yeah.
It was so tiny, but dude, like I would walk out of there, like, Mom, give me
Oh, yeah.
fucking $50.
Yeah.
I've
Always
had-
broke a window when I went in
I
there.
remember me and John. You remember John Aston? We would we worked at a gas
did good?
station. We worked at a gas station together, and all the money we would make, we were like, he'd be like, "Yo, you want to go up the fucking South Street and fucking get some CDs and shit?" We're like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" I seriously would spend like $200 to $300 strictly on CDs.
I mean, it's easy to.
Yeah.
Because they were so fucking
Or you
expensive.
go to like down
Not back then. They weren't. They weren't bad.
Rock and Roll Plus.
We went to-
That's where the all.
When
the
I-
death
when I
metal
We went to
shit was.
every store on South.
When I started buying CDs, they got expensive.
I'm also a decade older. Yeah, so it was like $15.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, that's like regular CD money back then.
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying
when
it's
you're
still a
12
lot.
and
Yeah.
13,
Yeah, and you would do this thing is like you would find a way to
I
like
got to do chores.
like
brother.
say you only
Right.
had like $200, like you would find a way to spend like $198 or borrow $2 from John to get 202. You know, just and you would just always just leave with just a stack of CDs,
Yeah.
and maybe like 2 of them would be good. The rest was pure garbage. But you're like, fuck yeah, let's go, dude.
Tower Records was on South Street was notorious for that. Like, you just go through
What's the other one?
because it was a sea of aisles of CDs. It was 3 fucking floors.
What was it?
That's a whole day.
Was it CR?
A CI.
CI.
That's where
Yeah.
when CI closed. That's when Relapse opened.
Yeah.
Where CI was.
CI was another one we would hit. A
I
lot.
remember buying the fucking. You remember when Turmoil made the fucking Philadelphia hardcore?
The cream cheese label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought that from fucking CI Records.
Yeah.
I just wanted shirt like I wish.
When I was younger,
Everybody says that. They wish they didn't get rid of it.
No.
Everyone.
but here's the thing:
like I
that
never
shirt
wear it.
is every like you're. It was impossible for a certain stretch of years to go to a show, and not see the Turmoil two shirts that you could not avoid seeing: the Turmoil Philadelphia Hardcore with the Philly cream cheese logo,
Earthquake.
and there's that band from Jersey, Vision.
Oh yeah.
Had a blue basketball jersey. You couldn't avoid those two at any show for a solid 4 to 5 years. It was nuts.
UFO pants as far as the eye.
Yeah,
can
with
see.
the fucking with the dangly fucking straps coming out of the pocket.
Guilty.
Shout out John Wren.
Yo,
You're
check-
guilty.
Check my senior picture.
Oh, I've
in
seen
high
the picture.
school.
It's fucking sick. You're
You made flyers out of it,
with the
motherfucker.
555 soul fucking hoodie on. Dude, you look
I wanna
fucking
I've seen
cop-
that picture
I want-
before.
Exactly.
Why haven't I seen this? I need this picture.
That's a great picture.
Yo, Brent's like wigger face drip is so good.
I need this photo.
Check the do rag.
You want to clown the dude, but you're like, nah, dude, that fuck, dude. For that, what year that came out, dude, he's fucking.
You rocked it.
He's killing it, dude. Yeah,
Whatever, man.
That's right in line.
fuck,
What do,
dude.
what do we have this week?
guys, you know the deal. You've been on this a million times. Phil, what have you been jamming, dude?
All right, so I got a record called Sickness Attracts Sickness by a band called Mephitic Corpse. It's the same label that put out that record by the band Hemorrhoid, Raw Decay Materials. I sent it to you because I figured you'd relate to the
Yeah.
album
That
cover.
shit's tight.
That shit is
Is
tight.
Mephitic Mephetic?
Mephitic.
Okay. Mephitic what now?
Corpse.
I love that metal now. Like you gotta like Google what the fuck that name means. What's the name of the album? Sickness.
Attracts sickness.
Thanks, Carcass.
Yeah, everything's like a fucking like you got to get a fucking local corner to fucking define it for you.
I wish I could hear those first grindy Carcass records for the first time again.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, dude, this is gonna make me feel like a total asshole.
Dude, I was fucking rocking. Do you like Pharmacist?
Yes.
Pharmacist is so sick.
Yeah.
That first album, that yellow album, is like
Oh yeah.
perfect.
I remember
fucking-
you were on a tear for a while.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it is perfect.
So
fucking
good.
Yeah.
early Carcass worship,
Yeah.
and it's just one dude from Japan.
But
No, anyway, sorry.
it's fine, dude. I can't get into those Carcass demos. Stop doing voice shit, you dickhead? It just says dickhead on my fucking notes app now. God damn it. Okay, go. Phil, what else you been jamming?
I also got an EP. It's called Life's Not Hard, You're Just Soft. It's by an old New Jersey band called Social Decay. I found it in my records that I've been fighting the urge to get rid of, even though I know I should. And yeah.
The band's called
super
what?
fucking-
Social Decay.
It's a sick pop hardcore.
It's a great fucking title, too.
Brent, what great metal record do you have for us this week?
Dude, I'm throwing you guys a curveball.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I'm gonna give you something old and something newer.
Hope there's something barred and something blue as well.
Took the words right out of my brain.
Old is this band just announced a show. They're playing Philly coming up, and I completely forgot about this record and how fucking good it is.
One Life Crew.
No. Sabretooth Zombie.
I forgot about
Sick
them
name.
too.
I remember the name. I don't think I've listened to them.
That is a fucking Toxic Breed Funhouse pull.
Sabretooth Zombie. The album is called Midnight Venom. Just look at the fucking...
Tight, dude.
You'll love it.
Tight.
It's rock and rolly. It's pissed off.
That's a pretty tight album cover.
Yeah.
I forgot
it's
all about that
weird.
band.
Like,
Isn't that a members of band?
I have no idea. It
Probably.
came out. This shit came out in like 06. And the newer one, I know you guys you've heard it, but they just put it out on vinyl and release it digitally. Palehorse put out like everything.
I brought you one Palehorse record.
Mhm.
Yeah,
long
Months
time
of
ago.
Block.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is everything else. Like
As-
demo, splits,
The EPs.
EPs. It's all one record.
Yeah. Is it just called discography or is it?
No, it's called No Longer Secrets.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
good name.
Like recording changes, but like I forgot how good some of those deep cuts
Dude,
hit.
band's good.
Yeah.
It was a band that it was hard to follow.
Mm-hmm.
We played with them
I
This
was
is-
there.
Dead and Buried era, and it was a sick fucking show. The headliners were Life Once Lost and 100 Demons,
Wow.
Yeah,
and they played first.
I still have the 100 Demons
Yeah.
hoodie I bought from that show
They played first. Dead and Buried played second,
and the flyer.
and it was just Evan Williams' band played
Yeah,
after
Forever
us.
I Burn.
They played after us, and
Dave Heck was in that band, wasn't it? For a little bit?
Yeah.
what Palehorse?
Palehorse.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like a touring bass player.
That's what I thought.
But
Then he got beat up and
well,
not beat up, like he got punched in the face over a burrito.
that's
Something like
It's
that,
been
yeah.
talked
sucks.
about. It's publicly known.
Yeah.
He's talked about.
Yeah.
I love Dave.
Dave's great, but yeah, it was just like everybody, all of us have been in bands. It's like, and then like the band plays before you, and you're just like,
And they were like
Yep.
new. I have the
Yeah.
purple CDR demo from that show because I grabbed like 5 of them.
I remember watching the drummer and just being like, Jesus Christ,
The
dude.
guitar player
Just having to follow that shit. It's like, this is depressing. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
brutal.
but your guys set pop the fuck off that night.
Yeah.
That whole show.
I got a chipped tooth that night.
I
we
remember
we were just singing, and one of our boys that we actually brought to the show that night just comes up to me while I'm singing like one of our songs and just goes boop and pushes the mic into my mouth,
God.
and it chipped one of my front teeth.
That's so annoying.
it was that era of
Yeah.
doing dumb shit like that.
that was our drummer Vince's first show with us.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
Yep. That was Vince's first show.
I remember Pete, like during 100 Demons, he's like, yeah, I have a hernia. So he's like, if anybody touches me, I am going to punch you in the fucking face.
That was the
He meant it.
That was
Oh,
what
yeah.
I brought it
No,
up
yeah.
on this podcast, and I brought it up, but it's so funny. I want to say it was actually during 100 Demons or A Life Once Lost, where Mark
That was
Stokey,
good life on
Mark Stokey was moshing, and he threw this kick that went right next to Jeremy Tingle's
Oh,
face,
is this
and
the
he
infamous?
just grabbed Stokey's foot
Hello?
and just goes hello, and without a doubt, that is one of like the top 5 funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Just the fucking wherewithal to like because Mark was a big man.
Yeah.
And like R.I.P. I love you, buddy. But when that came to his face, he not only just like wasn't just like, oh shit, I got a duck. He was just like, he fought to grab it and go yellow. It was so good.
Genius.
It's so good. Jeremy Tingle had some of the best comedic timing
That's
ever.
timing you can't
For a
replicate.
bucktooth weirdo, dude, he fucking nailed it that night. That was so good.
Dude, speaking of freaking Dave Heck and like Stokey, like did you see during the Super Bowl, like Dave watching the game with Stokey and J Money?
Huh?
What?
He
They're
had-
both dead.
Where, in
buddy.
heaven?
No, with their ashes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Huh.
How big of Eagles fans were both of them?
Oh, dude. God
Yeah.
damn it, Dave.
I definitely saw Jay wear Eagles jerseys many times.
But like, dude,
I gotta call Dave.
I saw that and I was just like,
We should get him on with Tingle sometime.
dude,
Well, dude.
it'd be a
We-
4-hour episode.
It's funny. The first time we had Dave, he was great. 3 times since we've tried to have him back. Every single time, he's gotten into a car accident and couldn't make it. And here's the thing: he's not bullshitting because
It's real.
every single time he sends me
sends evidence.
a picture of his car
Life
with
fucking
a
happened.
pushed-in headlight and just like
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
He takes pictures to file a claim and
Yeah.
to file a claim with Dennis.
Yeah, and it's like,
And then you gotta still pay for that shit.
yeah.
Sucks.
But it's just funny as shit. It's like, dude.
The universe.
So
hates-
every time I'm like, now I'm like afraid to like text him, like,
Hey,
look, don't
don't
get in a
want- you
car
don't wanna
accident
jinx
tomorrow,
him.
but I miss you. Yeah, it's shit like that. It's nuts. Tommy, what do you got for me this week?
I have 2 records for you this week
Go nuts, dude.
because it's time for that.
You're a silly guy.
My bad.
First one I have is a band called Slimelord.
Dude,
That's a fucking sick name, dude.
That is
Wait till you hear the album name.
Oh.
Chytridiomycosis Relinquished.
All right, spell it now.
CHYTRIDIO
TR.
TRIDIO
Okay.
MYcosis. COSIS.
Yeah, I got the codes for it.
Relinquished.
Fuck those assholes.
That's what I said, but I listened
Relinquish?
to it. Relinquished.
Okay.
But it's undeniable.
it's a new one, right?
Yeah, it's brand new.
Why do you fucking look? I appreciate you guys putting out baller music. All you guys who do this shit. Do you have to find the most difficult to spell words ever to make your fucking band names and your song titles? You fucking dickheads.
Joe, did you see? You know how on the last Nile album, the one song was literally like a paragraph.
Yeah.
And
That's
there's
funny.
somebody just put a video out. I guess they played it live, and he's like, "This next one is called." Like, in the tombs of Nefertari, and the fucking, and just
God.
And he's up there for like 5 minutes just giving the song title. Yeah.
and it's just,
That band fucking rules.
they're so
But they
cool.
can pull that shit off. Yeah.
can.
yeah.
Shit, let me make Carl Sanders.
Last time I saw him, he just kept doing this.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Last time I saw them, they were too busy fucking punishing us with their riffs. It was sick.
yeah.
Last time I saw them, they all had like guitars like they were made by Prince. Just like weirdly shaved guitars.
That-
Like, what the
that one-
fuck, dude?
I saw them at
Yeah.
Soundstage like 2-ish years ago.
What else you got?
And I have a classic record that you said you haven't heard. I know you guys know this. Queens of the Stone Age. My favorite, Era Vulgaris.
Queens of the Stone Age.
Good stuff.
People swear by Songs for the Deaf. Of
Nah.
course, it's their biggest record. This
No.
is their best
I'm
record.
sorry, what's it called?
Era Vulgaris.
Okay. Vulgaris.
As like a helmet and like noise rocky kind of fan, I think you'd be into this. It's
One of those bands along the same as like you brought Mastodon to the table not long ago. Is where like I listened to them when they first like dropped an album like decades ago, and I like the album at that point. Like I listened to it once, it didn't grab me, so I just never followed through on anything else the bands did. Queens of the Stone Age is one of those bands because it's dudes from like Caius, right?
Yeah, the dude,
Yeah.
Josh Homme.
Yeah, and Caius was a band I was semi into.
Apparently, Caius is doing a reunion.
There's no point now.
Yeah,
Yeah, nobody
good.
can care.
There's no fucking point anymore.
He just wants to play, man.
That's fair. What I got for you this week?
It's just a goddamn good rock album.
It's
It
so
is.
fucking.
It's very
It's
good
so
album.
good.
You like when I bring you the little Don't Tell comedy special clusters of just. All right, I got 4 Don't Tell comedy specials for you.
Okay.
4 names. The first one is Gavin Matz. I've brought you his full special before. Joe List, who I know you're familiar with. Emma Willman. It's a new one. It's something called like HR Nightmare or something like that. But I'll give you a heads up. It's a 30-minute set,
Wow.
right? And now this last one I'm going to give you of the Don't Tell specials is the best Don't Tell special I've ever seen. It is one of the tightest, less than 10-minute sets there is by a guy named Derek Gaines.
I know exactly who that is.
Holy shit.
He's
like
so fucking funny.
I've seen this guy on podcasts for years. He's fucking hysterical. But this set, you'll never hear the N-word more in your entire life. But this is seriously one of the funniest sets I have ever witnessed. It is fucking hysterical, and I really want you to put that one last. Watch the other 3 first, because if you watch this one first, the other 3 are going to be done by comparison. Now, musically, it's a band not many people remember. This is like a 90s kind of like of the emo craze, but also they're more of an indie rock band. It's a band called the Metroschifter.
Never heard of him.
It's one word. It's Metro, which you can spell. Shifter is SCHIFTER.
That's annoying.
Yes, it is. And the album is called Metroschifter 4. It's one of the old Initial Records bands. I don't know if you're familiar with Initial Records.
Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't know a lot of old record labels by name, but when you say what cluster bands they put out, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I know what you're.
It's like an old Louisville, Kentucky
It's
label.
like, where the fuck is Lewis?
Yeah, I don't know how to properly pronounce it. They put out. It's like the
actually
label that
it's
put out
Louisville.
early in Kindles and shit like that. By the grace of God, stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah,
By the grace of God.
That's what I got
I
you.
haven't heard that.
Same.
we Brent, Phil, do you guys have anything in plug?
I ain't got shit, man.
All right.
Plug Mayo and Compulsed recording a
Yes.
new record right
Dude.
now. It's going to be so
Nice,
much better than anything we ever did, and I
Dude.
can't wait for it.
That fucking demo
It's so
It's
sick.
great.
blew my fucking wig back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Record's going to be dope, I'm telling you.
May's an asshole.
Yeah, fuck
and
him.
I'm glad
He
to
is
see
amazing.
the drummer back because like didn't he was out for a minute because of his didn't he have like
He got
back
hit by a
surgery?
fucking car. He couldn't play for 4
That's
years.
just it.
Yeah.
And
Jesus
he was
Christ.
What was he in
was
before-
Waking
what was he in before
Cadaver
Compulsed?
and like
Oh.
He
What
was
a
in Corpse
nightmare.
Order. Yeah.
I can't match face and name. What's his first name?
Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, he's back.
Super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude
You
rules.
met him like when we
Ma-
played with Wade.
Yeah. Mayor's a dickhead. Everything he touched turns to gold. Follow us on Patreon if you feel like being generous. Patreon.com/IRRANDILL. $3 a month gets you an extra episode a week and a bunch of other goofball shit. Other than that, we got weird shit, a little change of pace coming in March.
Couple weeks.
It's going to change up the podcast entirely. It's going to be interesting. Thank you for rocking with us as long as you have. Check out the Patreon if you feel generous. We will see everybody next week. Tommy, hit that intro music.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I love you more than I can say. I love you twice as much tomorrow. Love you more than I can say. Oh, yeah, yeah. I miss you every single day. Why must my life be feel so low? I love you more than I can say. Thank you.